afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody out there. YouTube land. Maz coming to you with another episode of Toy Photography Talk. Got a huge panel, man. We got so many guests. I don't even know what to do with them all. I was looking and I was like, I don't know. So let's get them on in here. I gotta unmute everybody. Let's see. I gotta hit these buttons here. That does that. And, we'll save Trevor for last. And then there we go, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Actually, you weren't last, Trevor, but you're still muted. I don't know.
I know.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't do anything.
They won't talk to you anyway.
So we got joining us tonight, special guests Casper and Toy Mirth. Thank you guys for being here. Excellent. I am so excited. I love the hair, Toy Mirth.
Thank you.
Awesome. It's not easy being green. I get it. It looks green anyway. Bluish green, teal. I don't know.
Gray. I'm old. That's gray.
Some got a blue green. Super green. And then I just want to give a shout out to Mike. Mike, I'm glad you're here. I don't know how much I should say. So
Nice.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
I'm glad you're here too, man.
I'm super glad you're
You're
here,
doing all right.
especially for my first time going live with you guys. Yeah, I'm glad for sure.
Thanks.
but,
Right on.
Love you, man.
Pablo, you have the controls.
I do, but before I do that,
Oh, okay.
say hello to everybody on the chat.
Yes.
Hello.
Get
I
that
can't
out of the
read
way.
any of your stuff.
Oh.
Dude, we got an awesome bit of people in the chat. We got Noble Young, and I skipped JP Rex. How did I do that? Hello, everyone. Let's roll. Also saying hi to for Alpha Raptor. He's got a new job, so he won't be able to attend the show very often. Oh my gosh. Does that mean the posting times are going to be out of sync, though?
Oh
I
man,
can't handle that.
That means the rewatches are going to go up.
Yeah.
Plus, that means
Thank
we'll catch
you.
up in about 3 months. To whatever
Yeah.
that's going.
Thanks for your house. How you doing? Yo,
Hey,
Adrian.
After this, you guys will be able to just disregard anything that gets shown. So, you know.
Go figure. Go in the house. How you doing, buddy? Go figure. Go. He may be joining us here for a little bit. He's got some promotion he wants to share with us, and he might have something for Trevor.
Ooh.
Oh, be
That could be
afraid.
dangerous. It could be dangerous.
Yeah, be afraid. Be very afraid.
Frederick, Fred's
Wait,
Photo
Mike's
Shack.
frozen again?
Thank you. I can say it. Just popping in saying hi to everyone. I'm off to bed any minute now, so have a great night, guys. Catching the recording tomorrow.
Me too, Fred.
Good night.
All right. Let's see here. Mark Attack in the house. How you doing, Mark Attack? Good evening, Nate. How you
Hey,
doing,
what's
Nate?
up, Nate?
The Don
Nate.
Prime is in the house.
Prime
Toys through lenses. Hello, everyone. How you doing today, buddy?
Hey.
Hello.
JP Rex, don't go twice. It's cheating. Don, you're cheating too. Mike, you're here. Alex, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hello.
Facebook user. Woohoo. Diggs Figs. What's up,
Hello.
fellas?
What's up, Biggs?
And
What's going
League
on?
of Extraordinary Sixers, who
Oh,
we're going to be having on here shortly. So,
Yes.
Nice.
hell
Nice.
yeah. All right, Pablo.
All right, now let me.
I'm glad you got me in check for that.
Is it working? You guys see the screen? Because I know on my
I
screen.
see screen. I see a
Yes,
turtle
sir.
man jumping through the air.
Yeah.
Oh, you're starting with me? I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, we're starting with Casper.
Come on, man. Stop it. You
I
are the
don't-
most improved.
I
person
don't
on
allow
this.
myself to like appreciate it though, because that's what drives me to keep like learning more and watching more videos and listening to like the tips and everything that you guys give me, you know. So yeah, I don't know.
You should
It's
always
kind of
be
like a
like that.
personal thing.
Yeah, you should always be like that. I still do that too.
Yep, me too.
Um,
Yeah.
Now, this is one of my favorite shots that you
This is
did.
great, man. This is nice and fun. I love it. And dude,
Mhm.
and I have to agree with Trevor, man. I mean, God, it is. I feel like, and please don't take this the wrong way. I'm just kind of equating it. I feel like a proud parent.
No, hey, I totally at all,
Mr. Kid is so
all
responsible. You know, there's other kids that you probably played with to help develop you, but
I mean, I've watched some like other YouTube videos just to get like other ideas on like different things overall, but for the most part, all of my growth has been from the comments from you guys, like directly.
you
So
learned
like, I fully
everything here.
intended-
Everything. I'm just kidding.
Well, I fully intended on coming in here and giving you guys props right off the bat because I wouldn't have improved nowhere near as much as I had I not been listening to the tips that you guys were giving me from what 8-9 months ago all the way up till today. I was just telling them right before the show, like I was looking at my a year ago photos and like I immediately started deleting them because like I didn't see it at the time, but now I look at it and I'm like, what was I thinking?
We've all
He
been there.
deleted him because he was
All been there.
Right, but I love that. Like, yeah, don't go to them. Oh wait, let's
No,
go.
but this is the whole
Shit, now
You never
you
go
brought
to
it
the
up.
beginning.
Go to whatever you
Immediately
want. I
improvement.
deleted
I'm
like
looking at somebody's
400
profile.
photos.
scroll is in motion. Too late.
All right,
It's too
so
late,
whatever we
guys.
find down here at the bottom, guys, if you're not familiar with Justin's story, there probably won't be as much as
Oh,
it
there's still
was,
some garbage down there for sure.
way
but-
back in the day, but it will still be a lot different than what we see now. So, but yeah, I agree with Commander Green too. Don't delete them. It's cool to look back.
Yeah, no, don't do
I
that.
I definitely agree with that. I mean, like
Well,
when,
no,
when
it's-
I had my
it's
account
cool.
hacked, I still posted some old stuff, but I didn't necessarily post everything.
Well, the one that I posted today, I intentionally posted because I spent forever on it and still realized that I have a bunch of errors in this photo as well. The main one being that skeleton center right is missing a whole section of like the top of his leg here. And I just deleted it while stacking it and missed it completely.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you and I didn't even notice that until today, right before I posted it. But I was like, okay, well, I spent a bunch of time on it. I'll post this one because it shows that you can think you can spend all the time in the world on something and still miss something big, and that's a big section of his leg that's missing.
It's
No,
a
I
skeleton.
think
It
that
makes sense.
Each year I delete everything. Now you tell me.
And then there's like a section, you don't notice it as much now that I have the fog a little bit in front of it, which was the only thing I added in. By the way, this photo, there's only one figure in that photo.
Oh.
That's all like photos stacked on top of each other.
Nice.
Nice.
But I was trying to
Are
do
you
something
using
new.
Photoshop at this point?
I use PixArt.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's essentially the same thing, but I don't. I do everything on my phone. I don't do anything like on a laptop or a computer. So all of my editing, and everything gets done through my phone.
Gotcha.
I will
That's
say for
awesome.
stacking though, the fact that you got the one in the foreground out of focus like that, it's pretty convincing to me. I didn't think it was composited at first looking at that.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of what I had to do is I locked on to the center guy, which is still a little bit out of focus. That was the first one I did because I wanted him to be my focus point. And then I left my ring locked in that section. So when I moved it around, I was still focused on that center area. So I was able to bring the ones in front out of focus. So there's actually two in front, but when I edited it down, it cut out the majority of the ones. So it's super hard to see anything from them.
yeah, you see a
Little
little
bit
bit
of
right
that
here.
right there.
That one.
Hey guys, look who joined us, the Louverine.
Hello.
What's up, Lou?
What's poppin'?
Poppin'.
people?
The
What's
only
up?
I'm
nitpick I have with it is these two back here are sharper than this guy right here.
Right.
It's the
That's
only
weird
thing.
how that happened. Oh,
Where?
he's
In the front?
yeah, that's weird.
No, the two skeletons in the way back are sharper than this one that's right here. That's closer. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
See that.
Right.
but other than that, I mean, it's a great shot. And then, I mean, I didn't even notice this until you pointed it out. Like, I didn't even look at that. So,
You don't have any
No, I wouldn't
baseboards. Whoever did your trim and molding in that palace needs to get fired. There's no baseboards between your floor and your screen.
It's outside going in.
Yeah.
Here comes the construction criticism with Mike.
Outside
Hey.
kind of
Dude, hey, slam me with it because I feel like the show has gotten much nicer than what it was when it first started, and I feel like my personal growth was due to the harder to accept constructive criticism.
Wait a minute. Are you saying like I've gotten softer? I don't
Certainly,
I think that's what he said.
you got nicer for sure.
you're no longer considered Simon.
Screw that, Justin.
prop master 1-6 shooter. Nope.
Yeah. Not as much cropping
I like-
going on.
Commander
like
Green, though, he's
Oh, there'll
saying
be plenty
looking
of
back,
cropping tonight now.
Looking back at some of my older shots, I want to retake them to show any improvement. At least hope I improved.
That's a great
Yeah,
idea. I've been
that's-
thinking the same thing.
I looked
I
at
think that's a good
bunch of my
exercise.
old
I've been
ones,
thinking
too.
about doing that too. Yeah, going back and just like, how would you do this now? Same shot. Doesn't have to.
And
be
then
the same
post them
thing,
side by
same
side.
Angle. Yeah,
Yeah, I went
it's a cool
really far
exercise. I've
back.
seen people do that.
Yeah, I went really far back today because someone was asking me about something, and going back to all my older turtle shots, I hate them all right now because they all look like crap.
Are you
I know.
frozen,
I
Pablo?
know it.
I think Paulo
He's cold.
You frozen?
Yes, my image is frozen.
Oh, he
But
is.
I didn't want to refresh it right now since I'm showcasing.
You still look good.
Yeah.
I'm glad it
that's all
didn't
right.
freeze
Mouth
with me
isn't
like with
open
my
now.
mouth open or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At least you got a good froze pose.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
good
got-
froze pose.
You got a mug shot. You got a good mug
Yeah.
shot.
I'll refresh it once I give the reins back to Maz.
But I'll tell you this much: the shot was really nice, and those skeletons are awesome.
Dude, I love the Fwoosh
Yeah,
guy.
they're really good.
The brawler, dude, he's so good. He really is. I want to pick up like 3, 4, 5 more of them.
Yeah,
Where'd you find Raph at, man? That Raph there. Where'd you find
he's
him
out
at?
and about right now.
I was gonna say I have yet to find anybody else that has found it as, and you mentioned this before the show, Maz, like the whole Target thing.
Mhm.
I found mine in Target, but I am yet to see another person online that has found another one in Target since. It was the same thing when the Soto TMNT 2-packs came out. I found them like 2 months before Toy Shiz had them. Like my review was a month before anybody else's, and I was like, I don't know, for some reason, my Target and Walmart just get stuff like stupid early.
Well, I'm jealous. What's up, Just
He's
Jeff?
great. He's
Come on,
really
buddy.
great. He's
Order it off
gonna
the
be
big
one of my top 10s for sure.
This is a good
I
shot.
love
I really love this dial that you made using the cable stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that was
Mhm.
all free. That was all free stuff that I just happened to get from work, or I had like sitting in like a tool bin somewhere around. And it's kind of the same thing I was showing you guys before. Like I bought a new microwave and had to like take and save the foam for it and turn it into something. I don't know. If I
course.
see something, if I see like an image in something, I can't bring myself to throw it away, even if I won't use or make it whatever for like a year or so. It'll just sit there with that same idea until I get caught up to it, like everything else.
Rock
Yeah,
on.
you-
I like how you
shown
said it was
a
free from
lot.
work.
Well, I didn't steal
Work
it.
is listening.
Let's clarify. I didn't steal the equipment.
It is.
There, but yeah, we
I
had
don't
to
know,
replace
man.
stuff.
This picture suggests something different.
Hold on.
Yes,
guys.
it does.
I know exactly.
You
what
got
it
that
said.
one free too.
Hold on, guys. We
But
got
you
a
did
question
good,
here
man.
that's-
You
that's
did-
pertinent here.
you've-
Just Jeff wants to know, hey fellas, I'm dumb. What hashtag do I need to tag my crap and to get the hoopla learning stuff talk?
No,
So
no
we don't have
hashtag.
to rely
Just,
on the
yeah.
hashtag
Yeah, there you go. I was just gonna say toy_photography_top.
Yeah, so
we're
make
gonna
sure
tag
that you tag the. Oh,
You gotta,
showing up.
person-
Oh, is that showing up?
Love that.
you gotta click
Love
on the
that.
person
There
icon
we go.
there. And it's gonna show you who's tagged.
Well, hold on. I gotta find one that's tagged in the.
I was gonna say I haven't really been tagging a whole lot. This one I think I did, but I haven't done a
Do
lot
the
of
thumbnail.
them because I didn't want them to show up again in 3 months when we get to this week's postings.
You gotta actually tag the photo so it shows up here. You don't want to
Not
put
on the
tags
crotch
in the
necessarily, but
description,
on the photo.
but on the actual photo. So when you're loading up your shots, there's an option that says tags. You want to tag through there and just tag this account, that toy
Yeah.
_photography_.
That way we can look in our tagged bin and get to your posts as soon as we can. And with that, Trevor's, I'm sure, going to make a comment how many photos we have.
There's 176.
I'm not saying for 176. I'm just throwing that out there.
100. I counted 159, but
Wow.
the good
That
news
was
is about
Damn.
about 2/5 of those are Pablo's, so we're good.
I have to ask,
After
And,
10, I stopped.
I want to see your reaction, damn it, Pablo.
Anthony, what bike is this? Is this the Wolverine bike?
No, Punisher.
That's the Punisher bike, right? The new
Yeah.
one?
Nice, I can do that.
Is it a
Sweet.
new one? It just came out or something?
No,
Well,
this
no,
is
it
the
came
old
out
Punisher.
a year
Marvel
ago?
Legends.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that. Yeah.
The
Last
Punisher.
The last
Um,
Punisher one that came out, yeah.
That's a gorgeous looking bike, man. I gotta find that one.
It is. Actually, that wasn't for the time frame of it coming out. That whole set wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I do prefer the
Who's
Ghost
the
Rider
vet?
bike over it, but I also just like Ghost Rider better than Punisher.
Hmm.
Plus, that helmet fits Mythic Legion skeletons really
yes,
well.
it does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow! I
So
didn't know
that couch, Anthony, did you rough that all up yourself? Is that like something?
I did,
Where'd you
yeah.
get that?
Yep. Yeah, it's off of Amazon.
That's the one I bought
Okay.
on Amazon. Mine's not roughed up because
Yep.
I'm afraid to rough it up. It took a little while to get here. It came from China apparently.
Nah, yeah, I don't. Mine. Yeah, no,
Delivered rough.
it's in stock.
China's
I
still
mean,
there though, Maz. You can order another one. I mean,
I know, but it takes
Yeah, for
longer
now.
than Cincinnati.
This I like the toolbox. Where did you get the toolbox? This one right here.
yeah,
off
toolbox is great.
of Etsy, I believe. No, might have been Amazon as well, actually.
And
I like it all.
are these tools like individual tools, or is it like a?
Yeah, they're all individual tools. They came in the toolbox. Yeah,
Nice.
it's
Yeah.
actually a
And-
one. It's actually no, that's from Big Bad Toy Store. It's a 1/12, 1/6 scale toolbox. It was on sale one time.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Don't tell
Oh,
me mine. I'm gonna get jealous.
I was gonna say, yeah, 1/6. That scales really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Anthony, when you do your vapor burner, do you wear gloves? Because I wear gloves when I touch my vapor burner. I'm scared.
No,
White?
I don't wear.
Oh,
No,
are we
No.
talking about the same
I-
vapor burner?
Family show. Mike.
Right.
It's okay. We're 16 minutes in already, so we're good.
what do you
Yeah.
wear gloves for?
Yeah.
Because
Pass-
my hands are always dirty from building crap, and I don't want to get anything on that guy because he's all just
I didn't think about it.
White?
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
He's super white. Yeah.
Anthony
That
is
is
the
a good
guy who
time.
mixes all his accessories into drawers that are
Yeah.
like, he doesn't care,
I
man.
can't do it.
Dude
I
doesn't
don't
care.
hold back on figures. They were made to play with, and that's what I do.
I
I
agree
heard
with
that.
that, but the accessory
I'm
thing
just
still
jealous.
makes me nervous. Man.
I'm just jealous of the amount that you have and that storage thing that you have for all your accessories. Because I wish I had that. Because mine's like in different bins, all scattered through one room. I was like, I need all my accessories in one spot.
I saw that on your show, Trevor. Throw some all in
I'm
one
carefully
drawer.
photo cataloging everything that I have in terms of, so I'm doing it, but it's all on digital. Like I'm not putting everything in a drawer. It's like tools and then like food. Can't do it, man. Can't do it.
Now, did this come in one of those what's it called?
That came with this guy.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you the
Oh.
camera. Gotta find
is
it.
that
Cool.
Is that the BBTS? I mean the
BBTS.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Sid.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it, right? That's it, yeah.
Sid and Andy.
Oh, I love those.
See, I want the Sid with the Zero shirt so bad.
Oh, dude.
How are they? Because those are the Beast Kingdom
They're good.
action
Yeah,
ones.
the Beast
right?
Kingdom. Thank you. I couldn't remember. I
the
mean, they
D8
they don't have
D8
double joints or
whatever.
anything like that, but they work well. I mean,
Oh, that is awesome.
and he's actually this is Vapor's pants because he came with shorts and he looks goofy. So I switched that with Vapor's pants.
Oh wow,
Right on.
Vapor's pants feeling them pretty well. Aren't those
Yeah.
like 1/10 scale?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
maybe.
not 1/10 scale. I'm sorry. No, wait, what? Yeah, I think they are
Watch your
1/10.
toy.
I have no
Palmer
idea.
Allen.
Hello.
Bath.
Oh, this is a good shot
Anthony,
too,
what-
man.
Yeah, that's cool
What
too.
is your
Oh.
what is your post processing process, for lack of a better word? Are you Photoshop, Lightroom, or are you just what are you doing?
Yeah, I use Photoshop first and then I use Lightroom.
I love that.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. I use Photoshop first and then I put it in. And I know I'm not doing this right. I use Photoshop first. I shoot in RAW. Use Photoshop first. Save it as a TIFF. Move it to Lightroom. Transfer it to my phone. Edit it more in Photoshop on a mobile app, and then I post.
Why do you give yourself so much?
Dude, you got like
I
a
am,
third process.
I don't know what I'm
For as-
doing. I
all
told
right.
you.
Okay. For
I'm
as
winging it.
organized
I
as
know
you
I'm
are
doing
with
a
your
lot of things
accessories,
wrong.
I have no idea what the hell you're doing there, man. That's insane.
I was gonna say, you know what though? It's working.
Results.
So you know.
Yeah, results are
What do you want?
Sorry.
Yeah, your results are great, so keep it up.
Yeah,
Working
right,
to get me
like-
to buy phone booths. I didn't know I needed too, man. Damn.
Why
I know,
screw
thanks
it.
to you,
Working.
thanks to you and Gabriel, I had to get this phone booth.
And me.
Yeah, this phone booth's awesome. Everybody should have one. They really are.
I'm
Cool.
gonna get a hold of Grim City and see if he can make me an actual TARDIS. because
I was gonna
this
say-
is
Grime
small.
City.
I was gonna say that light coming from the phone booth, is it that bright or you're enhancing it?
Somebody was making it.
No, it's that bright. I mean, that's the only thing lighting it.
Okay.
phone booth.
I was wondering
So
whether it was that
I
bright.
shoot in really low. Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
ISO.
ISO.
Yeah. ISO. Thank you. No, not ISO.
Shutter speed.
Shutter speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Slow
you.
shutter speed.
See, told you I don't know what I'm doing.
It's about a 32 second shutter speed.
Basically, yeah.
Gorgeous, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
I had Alberto Hernandez on the show yesterday on Photo Bomb. He does 30-second exposures.
Yeah. Well, so
30
does
second
Ian. I think
exposures.
Ian also.
A lot of time.
That's basically what I'm doing here on my shots. It's because
That's
I'm only using one
crazy.
light, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one
does
thing that
it
works-
It does work because I've been trying it. So the past shots that I've done in really slow.
You just gotta. I said, do you just like leave the room? Like I wouldn't want to like move. I'd be afraid
Yeah,
the camera would
that's kind of
shake
my thought too. Is
just a
like,
little
It does take a long time. Like because I'm shooting with the Sony DC S5 now, and
Mhm.
from the Canon, it used to be maybe 10, 15 seconds, but with the Sony now, it's taking like 60 seconds. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It has a countdown of 59 seconds. Like, what is going on here? But it works. So,
Well, I told him like you can go out, you get to have a smoke, you can get a sandwich, you like whatever, like in between shots. It's really kind of nice. Right,
Leave
yeah.
the
drawback,
one
though,
break.
the drawback though to this long exposure, not just nudging the camera being a potential issue, but one of the things I've noticed too is when you take the longer exposed shots that you don't necessarily get the sharper image that you could if you took a faster shutter speed shot. The image
No,
is
well, it should be just as sharp as long as there's no movement on the tripod.
Motion and whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectly still.
It used to be
Right.
an issue with mirrored cameras. It used to be an issue because you could get the mirror shake as
Right.
the mirror came up, but you could just lock it
Right.
up. But on mirrorless, it's not an
Right.
issue. But yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Graininess,
maybe
but
it's
like I mean, I some people like the graininess, so like some people are adding grain into it. So
Well, I started
it's
playing
good.
around with the longer. So like that recent shot that I did of Vapor and Vaporuni with Gomez. That one it was a 13-second shot, and I did
Yeah.
it at ISO 50 with my aperture was at f20, and
Okay.
everything came sharp. What I wanted to be sharp is sharp, and what I did like about the long exposure time, the fog looks a lot smoother on the ground.
yeah.
Like it made it.
Yeah, it's gonna smooth out, and yeah, exactly. And sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you do. It's
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
Sometimes the
like
fog is completely
3
gone
hours
and doesn't get
maybe.
picked up by the camera at all.
Yeah.
It's
Turtle Toy fanboy in the house. Happy Turtle Tuesday, he says.
Oh, hey.
yeah,
And,
Yeah.
JP Rex says long
shooting
shutter
long
speed.
if you use atmosphere aerosol, it dissipates before it even gets the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, right. It's all gone.
JP Rex
just
says
noticed
long shutter speed is fun when halfway through your figure falls.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you can have a 2-second shutter speed or a 1-second shutter speed in your figure files, and it's not fun.
No, I think
Figure
it's just
falls,
talking about
figure
it's fun
falls,
like the
that's it.
effect that you capture when it falls.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
um,
yeah.
I just have to
I
say, I
save those every
absolutely
once in a while,
love the
so
angle
yeah,
on that. That last
Yeah,
photo,
that-
I love the angle on it.
Mhm.
Top down, man. Bird's eye. It's the best.
Top down.
Tops
You
down
can do
always,
it.
right, Chuck?
Top down always.
Alrighty, TJ's in the
Not for life.
house. What's up, folks? How you doing,
Yeah,
buddy?
these are
Hello,
good,
TJ.
Fantastic
What's going
shots,
on,
man.
TJ?
I love all
Anthony?
these pictures you have.
Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful stuff. Toy through lenses. I have to go eat pizza with family for school fundraising. Great conversation. We'll catch the replay.
You don't have to. You want to.
Yeah,
Obligation.
You're allowing
I
yourself
have
to do that.
pizza.
Casper, you're just
All
jealous that he's gonna have pizza because we know that you want to have some food.
I don't deny that, and I am starving. That's absolutely true.
I like
Telling you,
that.
man, that Skittles sack is not helping you at all.
That's
Nice
dope.
goblin.
Anthony,
That's
what
a
body is
Golem
this?
body, isn't it?
That's Gollum. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is it Gollum? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I know my figures,
Awesome.
bro. I know my figures.
Nice.
So you're not really doing any color grades or anything to these in post, or are you kind of in your iPhone software a little bit, like doing a little bit of a tone adjustment? or
So
whatever?
usually just in the iPhone software, I usually just maybe I change the clarity a little bit. But
Really?
that's about it. I really don't
Wow.
do a lot on the iPhone. In the app, it's usually clarity, texture.
Oh,
Maybe I'll change
Mhm.
the exposure or something like that.
Mhm,
Depends really
mhm.
what I'm going for.
Okay.
but that's about it.
Yeah, I love the
mean,
tones. I love the tones you're getting in your stuff.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Skydro Walker, how you doing, buddy?
All right.
All right.
Well,
Let's get
started
into
with
this,
the-
guys. Let's
yeah.
get into this.
Go ahead and take it back, boss.
I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Share screen.
Isn't that the story?
share.
'Cause I'm
This-
gonna
Let's
read-
shoot to get to like 60 tonight. How about that? Can we get to 60? Can we do that?
Are we on
Yeah,
this one?
we get to 60.
As long
we're
as
on-
we stay on
yeah,
topic.
we're on that one.
I think we're on that one. I think we're on that one. Yeah.
That's my drink.
Ooh.
I said all
Malafar.
the stuff and then still moved it.
Should we do the person at a time? Like one person takes the lead, and then if anybody's got anything to add, they do it, and then we move on.
Yes, let's do that. Yeah.
Go ahead,
let's do
Trevor.
that. Pablo.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna refresh real quick. That way I'm not.
Oh, so, okay. So Maz, you go.
I didn't even notice you were still in that post.
Oh man, you put me on the spot. Okay.
Always on the
Yeah.
spot.
The only
show.
thing this is an awesome shot. I love the scene here. I like the wait, no, don't. I'm gonna stop you. That kind of stuff. I like the adventure going on here. It's cool. But what is kind of troubling is I want a little bit more separation on this arm with some light, just to pull it out of the shadow some. And I can't tell which of these two have the stronger focus. It might be the goblin thing.
I think so.
The goblin.
But
Yeah, Goblin definitely looks like he has a little bit more to him.
he still looks a little soft though. He looks more. He's got more texture here in this fur though. I think.
I think the focus is on the
I don't
horns.
I think his forehead is in focus. I think right around the eyes. It's close. It's very close.
I can't tell with this light in my face. That's
Well,
all.
I can see the
Yeah.
horns like really sharp. The focus is really on the horns.
I
of
think the
goblin.
whole face is really in sharp. I mean, in focus. Like those horns. I mean, the middle of them at least are right on the same plane as the eyes, so that should be in focus. It looks pretty close. It's pretty close. I wouldn't nitpick that, but that's me.
Zigzag does mention the framing, and it is a great framing.
Really
job.
nice framing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything?
You're right on the arm, though. Yeah, you're right on the arm. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
just needs to
I
be-
agree with the
There
light.
needs to be a light
Maybe
source or
even-
something. Yeah.
And maybe even a little bit of a light coming in from the right side, a little bit. I mean, it'd be a distant light or definitely a blocked out to dim it down, but just to kind of bring out a little bit more in the guy in that front on the right too.
Mhm.
Yeah, he doesn't have any
Yeah, it
real
could have been,
separation from his colors like his head. But this whole arm gets lost over
We're-
here.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I mean. Is it's like all fading in together. Like you can still see he's there, and it's not bad by any means.
Just an extra little bit.
Yeah,
of
little
separation.
motivated light, little ambient flame. It looks like they're in a tavern or something, sitting around a table, so it would work.
Yep.
I mean, I guess he's a king, but they look
Still
like they're
like
sitting around. I don't. What is
Really
that
like
in
the
the middle
goblin.
there? Is that like a turkey leg, or what is going on
Yeah,
there? I'm
some
not
kind
sure.
of meat,
I was looking at that too. I thought it was a Lego.
some kind of protein.
Yeah, that's the
The Triceratops foot. The
maybe
Lego
it's tofu.
Triceratops foot.
Maybe it's tofu. Maybe there's a vegetarian king.
Cauliflower ham. It's a cauliflower
That's what the
ham.
goblin's pissed about.
Right. Tofurkey. It's a tofurkey.
Is it Tofurkey?
It's not-
That
It shouldn't be a
could
thing.
a little more defined, only because it just kind of draws your eye and you go, what the hell is that? What is that?
Chunk of meat from TVC Jabba's palace.
Okay.
Yep.
I like the
Okay.
tofu. better,
Maybe a
though.
little bit more definition on that one. Move it closer to the king or something like that. Just to
You know
get,
what? I would actually remove that and place
or that.
if you have it. If you have it, I would replace that with mugs, like those Viking style, the little
Steins.
Steins, thank you.
Yep.
And
Steins, yep.
put like one or two there just as a placement, just to show that they're either in the bar or the dining setting without showing something that is more questionable in shape. So it's like, what is that?
Yeah, as long as it's in focus. If you moved it closer to the king, then you'd have it in focus. But
Or you open
I
your
think
depth of
it's
field a little bit more.
yeah, I like his depth though. I kind of like the depth, but
The depth
He
is
could also be in the minimum focus range for that piece because I mean this guy here is kind of blurry too. Like he might be in the minimal focus range here.
I like it. I like that. I don't know.
He might
That's
give
me.
a shout out
Anyway,
to Greg up there, Tor Nerd, real quick.
what's up, Greg?
What up?
Hey,
What up?
what's going on? Greg?
Greg, what's going on?
All right, we got through that one.
We're gonna move on then. Move on to the
Yep,
next
hold
one.
on.
Nate,
I
thank
love
you,
it.
Greg.
Perfect.
Oh, I love
What
this
else is
shot,
Scott
man.
Bailey?
It's perfect.
Shout
All I
out.
Can we
got
do
to
that?
say.
Oh my goodness! Hold up.
It's a
Go ahead,
beautiful
Pablo.
shot.
Oh no,
No,
Pablo?
I just love the whole concept behind it with the tattoo that Star Wars droid doing a tattoo on her arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
And-
brilliant idea.
Yeah, it's
Program
beautiful. And,
interrogation droid, the tattoo artist. Like it.
and I love how he matched the lighting to the background that he used with the oranges and blues and a little bit of the pinks.
Yeah, he's
in there.
crushing that lately. Yep.
Yeah, man, he's been doing. Yeah, this is one of my favorite shots that he's done so far with the cosmic.
And
like,
forget the light, the angle. Like he's getting really
Yeah.
good shots, and he's getting the angles. And I don't know if he's doing.
Mhm.
I know he's been playing with some AI backgrounds and stuff too, but it's really been working. Like it's working out really well. I like. I mean, it's a low angle. Like you've got to get the right angle for that background, or it's not going to work. You know what I mean? You're going to look like it's at a weird. So
See, Nate's right. I think we talked about this when he was on the show. I think we looked at this one.
Don't do
yeah.
that. Cover it again.
yeah, too bad we're going.
But now I get to tell you how I feel. It's gorgeous.
Oh, okay, there you go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us how
That's
you
all I
feel.
gotta say. It's beautiful. Like I
There
can't
you
say nothing because that's 5 times past my league.
Well, although you guys are all gushing over the centerpiece character here, I like the K2 droid and the way that's lit up in the perfect depth of
Yeah.
field on that droid.
Oh, yeah, it's all perfect. It's
It-
beautiful.
it-
color.
it's the highlights
Like
and stuff
poster.
in the background. It makes this really pop. It
Mhm.
really helps
Yeah.
sell that background having all that
Adds-
light.
Adds more
This
sci-fi.
depth is very
to
nice.
sci-fi.
Yeah, his depth is
It
awesome.
does have a nice, in landscapes, some people leave spots open. This is really full, and it all contributes to the story in that orientation. So it's really good.
Yeah, like
I
that
like that
ceiling
depth.
part. It's like that light blue up in the top left corner. Like, it's got
Yeah.
a nice angle that kind of frames everything that's going on. You know what I mean? It's just it frames the whole
Defines
shot.
the room.
And then the window behind her gives another little framing piece to her. It's really good. It's just great.
I don't
Well,
see any saran wrap though for that tattoo anywhere around, so I'm hoping that that's.
In space, you
Well,
don't
this
need
is
to
a-
run it up.
Yeah,
Hold on.
It's-
Technology has advanced.
this is space
Did
ink.
I-
This is a whole different thing.
I like Jeff's comment here. He says, once the Empire fell, BT-07 finally pursued his dreams of being an AI artist. All right, let's move on. Thank you so much again, Nate, for that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Nate, that's gorgeous.
Darth Matter, art in the house. Pablo, you can have
Darth
this
Matter.
one. We already kind of did Nate before.
Oh, nice.
This is a nice shot.
Jesse in the house, by the way, guys. How you doing?
Real
Jesse?
Jesse.
I do like the lighting has been like the exposure on the face has been increased, but it's a little too distracting because the color is different from the rest of the image. You know what I
I
mean?
can see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see
Okay.
that.
Eyes?
It's almost
Look
like
at
that 1930s, but they used to light up just the eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still a great shot though. I like the
Mike,
composition and the
Mike's
angle.
old. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
Well, I'm old too, so we're just, we're whatever.
Relating. We're just relating.
Go ahead, Pablo. Yeah,
No,
go ahead.
that's what I had to say about it.
It is nice
Uh,
though. It's a nice shot. I really like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
I
the
want
composition's great.
to jump in here. I mean, I agree. This is a really nice shot, but I do want to jump in and kind of talk about the posing a little bit. It's very stiff. And really you just got to
McFarlane.
fidget with that body a little bit more. You got to get more fluid kind of, I mean, there's no straight arms. I think somebody said this on one of our, I think Sonny has said that when he was here, nothing's, was it Sonny? Zigzag Zoom? Like nothing is straight. You don't ever want
don't know.
straight. And you get these straight arms here.
Pretty straight.
This one's really the one that bothered me the most. But
I agree with you. I think a couple things. I think the square is too far wide for it. It's got a lot of, I don't know. I think it could be
you
cropped
think
tighter.
Crop it? Should we
Yeah,
crop
crop.
it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I would say crop it. I also agree with the straightness of it. It does seem stiff. I think the front arm, and this is just me personally, I still like the shot. I think it's great. I think sorry, my brain can't work. Darth Matter does amazing stuff all the time. But I do agree that arm is a little too straight in front and the one in back. And I personally would have, if with the way it's cropped in now, I would have brought that back arm down a little bit to show that blade a little bit more and maybe even put a little bit of an angle on it. But that's just me.
yeah, instead of it coming out of his head.
Right,
Yeah, more
or,
dynamic.
or even going up a little bit more and kind of having it balanced on the shoulder up, behind it, just to kind of give it more of a presence.
Well, I think one of the big things they need to do is turn the bottom half of his body towards the camera and have his torso twisting back. Because that's, I mean, you're going to be, when you're going to swing it, you're going to have your feet kind of facing in your direction. I mean, sometimes, depending on your training, but it's going to give you more of that motion in the whole body. Because this right now, this body just looks like a toy standing there and doesn't have that motion to it at all. So
Yeah, I would say
I would
use it.
I would definitely take the straight arm with the hook and actually just bend it, kind of have him like holding the hook and just leave it dangling instead of just having a straight motion. Unless
That's a good idea too.
Up and create maybe a blur on the hook as if he's spinning the hook.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
find
like
funny?
that best, actually. That's a great idea.
We all critique photos based off of movies, but no one's ever really doing this in real life. How do you know? Maybe you do a straight arm when you hack somebody.
Not according to the physiology of the arm, because it's straight.
Well,
It's like
no.
that.
If you've got a golf swing, your arm
But
is
your
coming
body
out
would still
straight
be turned.
up and down like this. It's nearly
Yeah.
straight when it's coming around. Like you've done this.
Right.
The point being, it's not the most dynamic point to take a photograph. Like if you're there with Lobo and you're like, all right, let's do it, come on, and you're like, that's not the shot you pick. The shot you pick is when he's coming around. You know what I mean? He's got his other arm up and the blade is coming down in the front. You know what I mean? So
well, and with that being said, kind of like Maz said, if you're coming in like this, your body is turning with that. You know what I mean? So it's like there would still need to be more of a twist, like Maz said too. Even if you did have that effect, you'd be twisting down.
Oh, I think all those things could improve it for sure. And I would if I cropped it, I'd crop this from the right and have him on the third. I like the space.
Not the best poser though.
Well, I can't. That's sort of different.
Oh, that pose sucks.
All right, let's.
But you got the arm out from the body some. You got this arm back. You want to turn his head, not his chest. His chest is going to stay off to the side. So you
bend
swing
his elbow.
the body. Yeah, I'm playing with the figure I haven't played with in like months, dude.
Like
Don't break it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Make sure you warm it up.
The blending on that though, with the debris and stuff like that. That's pretty
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, that's great. I can't see it because I'm looking at Maz, but
It's got that. It's almost got that Silent Hill vibe.
It does.
you know what? It does. I didn't think about that until you said it, but yeah, it does.
Yeah.
See, I like the way like it fades out, and I like the depth, and you can see the distance and what's fading out and what's in front. So it's got that filler is good.
I think if he would have just twisted the torso more, where this arm was more out this way and this one was back, you would get that sense of motion that he's about to swing that.
Is Trevor trying to pose now?
Like something like that.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep, exactly.
That's exactly what I was saying right there. Bring that arm. Yep.
Exactly, Trevor.
Just out a little bit in front.
I like
and
how
then,
me
I mean, he
and
doesn't have a blade, but like
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yep.
I like how me and Trevor
Looking
did
down on him like
the same thing with Leo. I was messing with Leo. I did the same exact thing. Arm in front.
there you go.
Like,
But good
Am I
shot.
supposed
Good
to be
shot.
holding a toy?
No. We got to move on.
we gotta move on. No, that's it.
Yeah, let's
All right.
move on, please.
All right, we're gonna move on. Thank you, Darth Matter. Appreciate
Good
it.
shot, man.
Nice tones though. I like the tones in that shot.
Turbo power.
Red photo
love it.
track.
It's gonna be hard for me to
Before we
say
get
I
into
don't love any turtle shot. So yeah, I
Before
love
we
it.
Red went to bed. We can skip this.
Well, before you do this, R3 Toys says for action shots like that, looking at sports photos can help with the pose. Looking at some tennis photos would really help nail the pose. Yeah, very good point.
Comic book shots, like comic book poses too. Just go to a.
Comic books are great, but sometimes the body doesn't actually move like that. I mean, look at McFarlane's Spider-Man. I mean,
But if you can get as close as you, you can still emulate it and try and get as close as you can.
Right, yeah, like what are you going for? Because if you're going for a comic book like posing, then realistic doesn't mean anything.
Fred's still here. So whose turn
All right.
is it? It is Justin's turn.
Whose turn?
You're in the deep end
Your turn,
now.
Justin.
Oh, good. This is a good one. I was worried. I mean, I like this. It's turtles. He's coming down on him. I like the lighting. I think I would probably just me again, like that's all I can say, is I would probably reduce the lighting a little bit on the left so you could see a little bit more clearly on it. I believe that's Mikey. It looks, is that Mikey? And then the swords are, those are real swords.
Mikey's in the far end.
Yeah, Mikey's on the
Mikey's
far
on
left.
far end, yeah.
Is in his.
Oh, okay.
Donnie's on the right.
Okay, I didn't even
Half is
see.
in the front.
Yeah, I didn't see Donnie on the front right at all. So I would say remove a little light from the left, add a little to the right, with a bounce maybe, just to kind of bring them out a little bit more. I love it either way, to be honest. I love the background for sure.
For me, I'm fine the way Donnie's lit though, because the focus is Shredder, not the turtles.
Yeah,
you're supposed to get the sense that he's defeated the turtles just by seeing Mikey's head and then Raph, and then it blends in that shaded because of the cape of Shredder's cape being over Donnie. So it kind of works. It makes sense why he's not so lit from that light on that other side. I kind of like it the way it is because your focus is Shredder, not the turtles.
Yeah. Well, take anything I say with a grain of salt because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But that's me. Like that's the way I would have. Like I like it the way it is because I wouldn't have adjusted.
I like the way the helmet kind of divides the light and the dark side of the
very
shot.
symmetrical.
And I think it's just for me. Like it took me a while to look at it for a minute. I think that pose that he's in looks a little. I mean, I'm not a turtle fan, but for Shredder, it looks a little kind of yoga-ish. Like I think I would have rather
picking something out of the bottom of his foot.
He's got his one knee tucked up.
Well, no, he's holding
here.
the mask. I get that. I think I
He's
would have
got
had
another
the other
leg.
hand like on his knee or something like that. I don't know how this poses. I don't know how well it does. I mean, it's a NECA, right? So should pose pretty well.
He's holding his
but had
mask
like
with
the,
both hands.
He's all right.
yeah, I
He's
would have had
definitely
the
not
one.
the
I would have had the left hand on like his leg, like leaning, like, you know what I mean? And like the cross leg. I guess it's fine. I mean, maybe I would have had him like straddling it or something like that. Or I don't know, just like.
Yeah.
But I love the mood in his face that he's got from the light.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
It's really good. It's almost like he's like satisfied that he's defeated, but also kind of like, well, now what?
Thanos moment.
I don't know how he
Like,
posed it. Like
yeah,
that leg.
it's like
that leg must
like
be loose because I can't get that bend on this.
He probably took it
It's
off.
crazy. Definitely can.
He might have taken it off. He might have
Yeah,
popped it off.
I think it's off. But
Yeah.
even the bend, I don't know. Like that doesn't bend that much.
Zeke,
This isn't double jointed.
yeah, Zeke. The answer is yes. I broke my Phaelon.
What's that?
Oh, Zeke had asked if anybody broke their figure this way. Yeah, I overposed it and I broke my Phalon.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's okay. They're gonna send. They actually have good
heat it up.
customer service, so they're gonna send me another one.
Nice.
He said he heated it up. That's
He just heated it up and that was able to turn it. So
there you
you guys go. Little heat goes a long way, right, Lou?
Oh, nice.
That's right. That's right. Throw a little.
You got Emerald Knight.
Oh, you good?
really nice.
But I do agree with Justin a little bit. Like this white light, I like it, but I feel like it's just a tad too hot. I'd like to have maybe brought a little bit of contrast back up on these guys, like maybe a blend diff or just maybe up their contrast a bit to kind of pull them out of that light a little bit. But I don't know. I would have to play with the sliders. I couldn't say for sure if I would even do that. It would all really depend on what Photoshop and Lightroom ended up giving
Yeah, I
me.
like it. I mean, I think it was probably the atmospheres or whatever you used that made it a little more brighter than he was expecting, possibly.
Well, because it rebounces light to the camera, so yeah, it's gonna make it brighter.
I think the best point of contrast is his face, and that works. Like that's where you want your eye to go. And like I would be inclined to put more contrast in this, but I kind of like that it's not. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
it's a little more cinematic. So that's good.
No, I love it, man. Fantastic shot. Man.
All right. You ready, Harry? This one's you, man. Thank you, Frederick.
I don't know what
this
this
is the hand
in-hand
pose.
shot is. Yeah, we're not doing this.
Okay.
We're gonna like this. I mean,
I was gonna say,
real
this is a-
photography with that. There's some cool poses though. I like this. What the pole figure is this, Lou?
2.0.
I mean, forget the figure. Look at those pajama pants. Those are all wild.
Yeah, that is true. All right, points.
The Yamaguchi.
Total
points
point.
for the pajama
It's
pants.
amazing Yamaguchi 2.0 Deadpool.
Look at
He
you,
does have
spider,
really cool
spider
poses
punk
there.
there.
I dig that.
Yeah, look at
All right,
that.
moving on though, because we're not gonna judge your pants. Kill
Get
Cutter.
into it,
Didn't we
dog.
already go through this one? Or
Well, we went over it.
Yeah, we did.
because
Yeah, when he was
we
on
had
last.
him. Yeah,
We
when
did
he was
look
on
at it,
last.
yeah.
Yeah, we did look at it.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. It was a nice shot.
Yeah, it's really nice.
All right,
Yeah.
That's a PL.
all right, Harry, rip Cobble apart.
There you go, Harry.
I freaking love this. He stole her bra.
Oh, you
He's running
rip
away.
it apart.
He's got.
I love
and
it.
he's got that look on his face. I mean, that's, yeah, that's
Convince
not much
the
to
nerds,
say.
anybody?
Perfect. What's
And,
that?
and the song I have under is Black Betty.
Black Betty. Hey, Black Betty.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, there's nothing I
Getting
can say.
the very
It's perfect.
Revenge of the
It
Nerds
tells a
flashback.
perfect story. And yeah, that's it. That's all I can say.
If that facial expression had a sound, what would it be? Somebody.
Like I got
Yeah, there you go.
It'd be Revenge of the Nerds, man. It'd be Lewis all over again, man. Just-
Right.
See that facial expression goes so well with the description I have on that photo.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Is that a bra in his hand?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, bro.
No, it's
Okay.
a flopper stopper.
Stopper? Is that what you just called
It's a
it?
flopper stopper.
It's a flopper
wow.
It's a
stopper.
double slingshot. It's a double slingshot.
He was out of ammo. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
it's great.
just wanted a going away present.
I love the story.
Yeah, he wanted to go. He was gonna go on leave already.
The only thing is really missing, in my opinion, is like maybe an effect of the dust getting kicked up. Not like a crazy like shoot an air cannon and get a whole bunch of dust, but just a little bit. If there was any way to get a subtle little bit. Of
I
dust.
would do it, but then I would have to vacuum the carpet, and I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna go through that.
Oh, I
Yes!
know.
Yes. Suffer for your art, Pablo. Suffer.
Yeah, suffer.
Right.
Pablo, if you wanted to, if you can get yourself the Tamashii Nation's wave effect, the wave effect has like that little dust kicking kind of.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
They have it clear, and they also have it in white, like the clearest white. Or blue.
This
Like-
is why we keep you around, Lou. So much information.
Or
I have a
dynamic
lot
little
of
dusties.
The dynamic little dusties, yeah. I was going to,
You
but
can
I
do
was like,
overlays. They've got overlays
That
too. You can
overlays
buy-
too.
you can buy.
That's the only thing about this picture that's throwing me off, though. Is I want that motion. I mean, yeah, he's
think-
in a running pose, but I feel like he's very static still, just the way.
I think
Yeah.
fog can like really like give that impression
Well,
as well too.
there's a little bit of
Yeah,
fog
sure.
behind him.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's-
back
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
But it's just, I should have
It's not
probably laid
enough
it a
for
little
Maz.
thicker.
It's not enough for Maz.
Some
I
odd
like
it. I know
like foliage in
I saw that
Vietnam
No,
too.
photorealistic shot. So it doesn't
I have
matter.
those gorgeous barrels done by Mike.
That's a
Wait,
great
are we
pose,
talking
though.
about the one
I
that
think.
holds the
Oh,
bra?
go ahead.
Or let me stop.
If I could just make one point, I like, and I know it's difficult because this guy's running right at you, and you really wouldn't see, his camera right leg. I'd like to just see a little bit more of the boot behind him. That's all, just to give me that
Mike
depth.
has got a foot fetish, guys.
Well, no, I mean, I
Not enough
love the
foot.
shot. I think it's fun and it's funny, and there's a story, and I like the setup. I just like to see a little bit more of the boot on his
get
left
you.
leg.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Pablo.
he's
You
got-
just hopping on one leg, Mike.
Just Bob.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Pablo. Give him a boot. Give him a boot.
I'm like the guy.
Added
I'm
a
like
boot
the
in there.
Vietnamese. I'm like the Vietnamese
Mike,
guy in Good Morning Vietnam.
Here's a
where he
little
talks
bit of
about
heel right
the
there,
boot in
Mike.
the
That's
bar.
that's Lieutenant Dan right there. That's Lieutenant Dan.
I disagree.
Kind of
because
guy.
Are you
know where these guys
discriminating?
come
Are you
from, and they have
discriminating
a very
against
awkward
disabled?
Yeah.
No.
You thought he was running. He's hopping.
He's hopping.
Yep.
On one leg.
All right, we can
I
do
love
it.
the
Alright.
shot though. Pierre.
Alright,
I like
Yeah,
it.
this is fantastic. This is fantastic.
Man, that's
Very
beautiful.
good, man. Got this dark wolf guy and the toy mirth. Anthony, this is you.
It's kind of funny. We just went through this pose over with Lobo, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we said everything. I mean, I like it. I like the lighting. The blending's pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know. I think, I don't know. I mean, with the way he's holding a weapon, I guess I don't know. I don't hold any battle axes, so I'm not quite sure how you be swinging that thing.
See, this reminds
However you
me
could.
of like the artwork you would have seen on like an original NES cover, like box.
Yeah, for the old ones, yes.
Yeah. You get this awesome artwork, and then you put the game in, and it's just appalling.
You know, it kind of gives me a Rosetta
E.T.
Art style. You
Yeah,
know,
it's got the
ET, man, we shouldn't even ever talk about ET. So bad.
wait, you
Well,
talking
it's a
about
Rosetta
who?
character. That's why.
Yeah, it's
No,
a
but
Rosetta
I'm saying
character,
that-
man.
posing and then the way the background is, the way it's set up, it gives me that Rosetta pose. Like, okay, it's a little dramatic in the background, but the focus is not the background, but you can't help but look at everything. Can't help but look at everything. So it's like the colors, the motion, the pose of the character, the power of the character. Because remember, there's always the power in the posing. It's similar to like Conan riding these big bears, but there's no harness. You don't notice that there's no harness, to steer the bears. But it's such a powerful pose and a powerful piece that you just can't help but just be at awe about it. That's kind of what I feel with this picture. This I wouldn't mind having on my wall.
Are we looking at the same picture, man? What bears? What bears are you talking about?
Comparing it
No,
to-
he's talking about like Conan.
Just let it
go.
go.
This in, I'm
let
comparing
it
it
go
to
with it.
another Rosetta.
I had to mess with Lou.
Well, do a better job, man. Trevor knows how to mess with me.
I'm
I guess
with
the
you,
only thing
Anthony.
Is he's looking? He's not really looking at the camera, but you probably can't get that head to turn that way, right? With that wolf.
You can
skin
get it
on
to
it.
No,
turn.
you
It,
can.
it doesn't move
Yeah.
up and down well. You can turn
Yeah.
it pretty much any way you want. So
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody really pose this guy though. This guy has not looked that posable in every picture I've seen. It looks
they're
like
coming
a-
zigzag zoom. No, he's really posable. I mean,
Yeah, he is.
the one thing is the head backwards, and it's not even a product of that fur. It's the product of the neck peg. The way they embedded it in the neck, they didn't need as much neck as they put on there. It could have it could have been a little shallower, and then it would have moved back a little bit more. But may actually modify
Bear
one to do that.
Battlestar Galactica.
That's what I'm saying.
like
Back.
to,
Come on.
I also feel
Atari
like
2600 tour nerd. Wow,
All right.
that's way back.
Yeah, that was the ET I was talking about. The movie was great. But
Wow.
I guess that fog was
Atari
added.
is terrible.
The fog was added in after, right? I mean, that's not from a smoke machine or anything like that.
Yeah, waist rotation could be a little. I think the lack of the bicep swivel, I think, hindered it just a little bit because it prevents you from doing the double-handed poses properly. And that's the only gripe I have with it. I mean, it's not like a major problem, but there's that one pose I've been wanting to get him where he's holding the axe over his head. I did a shot. I mean, I kind of got it, but it was kind of a pain in the butt to get it right to where the axe looks straight, like he has it right over his
Well, that's
head.
just like with my Death Dealer when I did that shot that won that Mezco Monday.
But I think
I don't know if that's a bicep swivel thing, though, man. I don't know.
It's not a
I agree
bicep
with-
thing. It
It's,
has
it's the
It's like
shoulder
you're over here.
It's right in here.
It doesn't have a butterfly joint, so you can't get that.
Oh yeah, the butterfly joint. Yeah, you go.
You
That's
can't
fine.
get a proper like swing motion with an axe or a stick or a sword with hands above your head on a figure that doesn't have a butterfly joint. Perfect example that has a great butterfly joint that does that same motion is the Hulk from Hasbro.
Yeah.
So he has
I
that.
gotta ask you as a serious question though. Is this guy shipped in baby oil? Because every shot I see him, he looks like he's been.
I was gonna say that, like,
No,
I
man.
think the
Nice-
plastic
it's got a nice,
highlight works for this
Skin
figure.
sheen
'cause
to him, though. He actually looks like he's oiled up. It's really good.
Yeah, he does look like he's oiled up. Yeah.
He's ready
Beautiful
for
artwork.
the next 2B shot.
Yeah.
It was a
All
good
right,
shot
that
though.
was Fargo, man. Thanks so much for sharing
Yeah,
that.
buddy.
Move on to Trevor. This is what Trevor's been all about. He's been
Oh,
wanting to
this
get this shot for 3 weeks now. That's why he kept counting. Here we are, Trevor.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I can't. I don't even remember doing this shot at this point.
Batman.
So
Are you liking this Batman? Have you had any
I
issues
was
with
gonna
I need to get this.
I
shot.
love it, man. I think it's fantastic. The cape's a little bit of a pain in the ass to deal with, but
Yeah.
like it's really nice, man.
Have you
It's
had
really
issues with
good.
the leg?
My leg is loose.
No, your
No,
legs
no
loose?
loose.
I don't think. my
Yeah,
leg is
he
loose.
stands up, but it is kind of loose. You have to make sure he's sturdy before, it'll kind of just, and then he'll fall down like he's doing a split with the
Huh.
one leg.
That's
Maybe I
annoying.
haven't really put him through the paces yet, but I haven't had the problem with that yet. So
Yeah, I emailed them. I haven't heard back yet, of course.
Oh, yeah.
that's Jeff
Yeah,
asked
no.
if this is the best Mezco Batman.
Yeah, I need to get this Batman.
Yeah, I'm getting one.
I don't know if it's the best Mezco Batman, but it's very nice.
Yeah,
but I would
I
definitely
just love
shade
the
in his
time
eyes some more,
period.
give him some shadows there. I don't like his eyes coming to the mask
Interesting.
like that.
Yeah,
What's that?
I like the time period. It's just anything from that Gaslight, that Victorian age. I would love to have figures from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're man.
You know what?
I'd love
I
to
would
live in that era. That's awesome.
I hope they
Hey, wouldn't there's no AC, Mike? There's no
I
AC.
definitely,
It's okay. I would deal with
don't
the
want to live
plague.
in the era.
I would do
I
it to
like
deal
it.
with the rats and the plague and all that. I'm
Yep.
cool with that, man. That'd be a fun time to live.
I would love to see this Batman go like on a team up with like Solomon Kane.
Mm,
Yeah,
that'd be a nice shot.
That
What
would
is
look
that?
great.
What are you saying, Greg? What is that? Want?
This is an
Or
incredible
wa?
shot, but that goddamn candle haunts me. Want that damn thing.
Oh, you want that damn thing? Okay.
What
Wait,
candle
Look
is
at what
that?
kind of cards he's got, man. It's
That's
got knife hilts
that's a
coming out of it.
dollhouse. It's a dollhouse candle that actually lights up. I mean, I obviously
Oh, that's
Oh, nice.
so it's creating the light. I just in Photoshop replaced the little electric bulb with a
with the actual like
Right, with a
flame.
flame.
Yeah,
flame. Yeah.
Flare.
but the light is the light. There's only like 2 lights and I mean the 3 lights because you count the fireplace, but that's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what brand it is? By chance?
I have no idea. I mean, I think I bought it on eBay, so God knows. But I mean, you look up like dollhouse candle holder, like
Yeah.
you'll find
I
them.
just
They're
looked it
not
up on
that hard to
Amazon.
find.
It does. It looks great. It really does.
It works really well. It's one of those if you get the little strip, you can plug things in.
Yeah, I
to
was
them,
telling
like the
Mom earlier
dollhouse
about that.
plugs. They're great, man. Like that's such a cool thing. Yeah. But
So,
yeah,
so
it's,
Trevor, what kind of knives has he got there that's got playing cards on the hilt?
what are you talking about?
He's talking
holding
about the
playing card.
the daggers on his belt.
Yeah, it looks like this is like part of the dagger.
Hey, I need
How
to.
does that look
I gotta step
Anybody-
away for like
Oh,
1 minute. My wife and daughter are getting ready to leave, so I just want to go
All right,
say
go
bye.
ahead.
I'll be back in like
Yeah,
1 or
yeah,
2
go
minutes.
Go ahead.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
no problem.
mute your mic.
That focus isn't even close.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll be out of the room, so I'll just be back in a minute.
All right, take it easy, man. Anyway, anything else on this one?
Yeah, I love this shot, man.
Good shot. Good shot.
I do love the lighting on this shot. Like, yeah, it's fantastic.
It's dope.
Nice.
I just want to know one thing. What figure are you using for the murder victim in the back?
Oh,
Bruce
you
Wayne.
can't figure that out, Lou? Lou, come on,
That's
man.
Bruce Wayne.
They were
It's
Batman.
blurred to high
That's
hell.
a-
I'm just in a
It's
tiny
Bruce
photo.
Wayne.
Come on,
from-
Lou. Other
Batman.
people picked it out. You should be able to pick this out, Lou.
I can't. That dude looks
Is that
like
John Wick?
Who's defense? He's looking at it on his phone.
It's John Wick.
I
That
don't know.
is-
I have
John
no
Wick.
idea.
John Wick has an all black suit. Unless this
That
is
is the
It's the new
Go ahead.
Batman.
God,
It's the Patterson.
it's the Batman Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne.
Patterson,
It's
yeah.
Bruce Wayne from the
Oh.
third party. I can't remember who made it, but it's
The Patterson Batman.
Patterson Blue Wayne.
That's
or,
why
Bruce
I
Wayne.
don't know who it is because I give two shits about that Batman.
Good. It's a good. Oh, get out of here! All right, kick him off.
I'm
Kick
sorry.
him
I'm
off.
sorry. Listen, I can't
Put him on timeout.
I can't believe he's Batman. He takes off his shirt and his spine cord is sticking out of his
All right,
skin.
we're gonna move on now.
Yeah,
He's
let's move
a
on.
kid.
Electric Joey in the house, man.
Electric
I know
Joey.
He's got the
Ooh.
hobo goblin.
That's a nice
Yeah.
shot.
Always
though.
figure.
Everybody's doing it. I did it too. I was like, oh,
No,
that's
I,
cool.
I like the portrait style, the portrait one.
I like the portrait too. Yeah.
Mike, it's your turn, man. This is Boba Fett.
Are we doing this one here or the first one? We're doing
No,
this
this
one?
one here.
Anyone
We're
who
gonna do
wants.
this- unless
Well,
you
yeah,
want,
whichever
whatever
one you want, yeah.
do.
No, we'll do this one because I think it's easier to critique than the other one.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I think it's a nice tight crop. I mean, I like the frame of the crook of the bend in the elbow there and how it creates the triangle right there in the whatever the weapon is. I don't know what you call that. It comes up out of the frame a little bit and it creates a little bit of tension there. The lighting, though, I think the lighting needs something. It needs to be. It needs to tell the story a little bit more here. Some drama. It's a bit flat and even. Is even and flat the same thing? I think so. I think I'd like a little more, little bit more drama in the lighting, and maybe, well, just more drama in general in the lighting. I mean, you could play with that. I'm not sure exactly what I would do with this. I mean, maybe a side light and a bounce on the opposite side, and a little light on top. But it's pretty even lighting. But aside from that, I think it's good. It's sharp. It's it's got highlights and nothing's really blown out. I see a little bit of light on the other side. Was that a blue light coming in on his neck right there on camera right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
back.
So there's some
Behind
other
you.
color light in there. Yeah, so that looks good. There's some other light there and some reflection in the helmet too, some red light in the back, but I still think the light is just a little bit flat and even and bright. But
Yeah, a little bounce
that's all.
guard on the right hand side to get that eye out and the kind of the cheekbone or the side of the cheek.
So put a bounce kind of over here, like a little bit into his front, and bounce it back.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tricky eye to light because it all should be kind of, bright. It's how they'd light it cinematically, but you can't really get it all, lit up like that. So,
because he's got that menacing face, and the light just doesn't help accentuate that menacing grin. So
he's got a Power Ranger face, sure.
I think an underlighting would be great on this thing. You know what I mean? Like just accentuating all those angles, things like that would be really
especially
cool.
to bring the eye out a bit more.
Yeah. But good job aside from that.
Probably
nice and sharp and everything
I
else.
like it.
Thank you, Corrector Joey. Appreciate it. Oh, toys with the Hot Toys wrecker and a little.
No fair, it's Hot Toys.
Fact, man, this guy got a little artistic, like drawing kind of filter.
I liked it until you said it was Hot Toys.
Well, don't take it for the Hot Toys.
Well, because you can't take a bad picture of a hot toy. I mean, it's not fair.
And the last one was a hot toy.
The last one you did was just a hot toy.
I didn't say it was bad. I just said it wasn't like that's as good as it could be. That's all.
Yeah, I agree with Mike. Not enough feet. Not enough feet.
Trevor, you get to go over this one. Look at that.
Take a photo with only feet.
Yeah, I like the lighting. I love the god lighting on his head. That's a really nice light scheme there. This is nice lighting. It matches the background. The background feels. I mean, it feels all digital, unless it's like a photo or something like that he's got back there. But it looks good. It's a good portrait. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. A character like this I might want to see in a little more action. But I mean, if you're doing a portrait, it's fine. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with this. It's a good shot. Like it's really, really nicely done. I mean, just it's good. Like there's nothing wrong with it. I would like to see more action, but that's your prerogative. You know what I mean? Like you're just shooting a portrait of him, kind of being there in his presence. It looks good. There's not a lot of problems here.
A nice product.
It's all good.
Greg says the shade overtone is so nicely balanced.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if he
skip this. Got an action shot coming up for Trevor. Oh, look at that.
Okay. No, but I mean, if this is a blend, like I don't know whether I would love to know if R3's here. Like, did you shoot this in front of is this a digital background or is it a static picture background, or did you superimpose this in post? If you superimposed him in post, I'm going to be like very shocked because it's really good.
We'll find out. Because R3 is
but
here.
The blend is great. Like it looks like he's in this environment, despite being he cropped it well. He cropped it mid calf, which is correct. It's a good shot, man. It's a really nice portrait. I like the way the background kind of frames him too. This would be a shot on a gray background. Wow, you composited this, dude. That's really nice work.
Yeah, that's great.
Really
awesome.
Good work.
That is awesome because that background looks
That's.
I mean, he's got some sharp lines to him, but like even still, like the things in the distance, like his hand, that are a little less sharp, have a nice soft.
It almost looks like a
blend.
painting though. It doesn't look like it's the Hot Toys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I can see the Hot Toy.
Toys.
Like this looks like it could be like one of those interior Hot Toys insert covers, like the covers that come over when you open up the box, like that kind of thing, because it's just like straightforward product. It's like product shot, but really well done, really well done. So very nice job, man. Composite, really good composite.
This is awesome, R3.
And how he takes the gun to the edge of the frame, camera left, and fills that frame in there. He takes it right to the edge. That's really nice when you fill that frame. That's really good.
Yep. And I like the line down here on the right, camera right, and then I like the line that's in that whatever cylinder that's in there back on the left. It's a really nice frame for him. It really works out. Really nice.
I mean, the lighting on a background matches the lighting on a figure too. So
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Is it's perfect lighting matching.
Yep, perfectly done.
R3, you broke us.
And I actually like how the light is God light over them, and it kind of fades as it goes down, because as the ground fades into the front, it fades with it. So this is ideal for sure.
Mhm. Yeah, whether he shot that or whether he did it in post, he did a great job. Because that's not easy to do in post, like to shoot in front of gray and composite this in front of a background. Hopefully you had the background picked out and kind of match the lighting. Really amazing. Good stuff.
All right, R3.
Thank
you for sharing.
It's okay.
Eddie and his figs, man. I feel like we've seen this one already, haven't we?
I don't think we've seen
Similar one of it with those blue
Okay.
things when he was sitting in front of the dojo.
Dojo.
Yeah.
R3, by the way, is commenting on the chat real quick. I took the lighting from Trevor's comment about thinking about 360 light and matched it. So.
Ooh, nice.
See, that's what I mean. Like, it's those little things that get mentioned, and then once those get put to use, you're like, oh, why didn't I think of that before?
Yeah. What's up, Brick Something? How you doing, buddy? All right, so we are on to Lou.
Yeah, let me enhance.
Enhance.
Ooh. Yes. I kind of like the second shot a little bit better than the first.
Yeah, because he's framed in with this.
Yeah, he's framed in a lot better than the first shot. You don't see too much of the effects. We understand that that's his power set that he's throwing it up. It could use a lot more lighting in the background, but I understand why he hasn't have it lit in the background, because the power effect kind of surrounds him, and you'll see the light bouncing off of the chains and the barbed wire and the fencing, but you don't really get that. I would have moved him a little bit more to kind of be more in line with the blue light that's happening on the other side of the fencing. But other than that, the lighting on the blue that's only coming off of his right, our camera left, if I'm saying that right, it should be all the way around blue. So he should be kind of like immersed in blue, kind of like a Super Saiyan, because the energy is coming straight up. So the lighting kind of doesn't make sense in this aspect. If anything,
some underlight.
What was that?
Some blue underlight.
The blue underlight, and then overhead, light to contrast that. So that way you can get what you're seeing here, but tilted. So, yeah, I would do that definitely.
What's up, Caleb Collects? Anybody else? What do you guys think, man? Anybody?
I have a few thoughts, but if somebody else wants to go before me, feel free.
It's all you, buddy. All you.
All right.
What I had to say about the
I definitely agree that he needs to be surrounded in that blue light, because it coming from one side is a good accent, but it doesn't fit the picture. As far as like if it was an accent without the effect, I think it would be fine. But with the effect, I think, in my opinion, there should be a small light in the back to light up the back portion of the effect, because it kind of blends into the back too much. I also agree that there would be more a light casting on the back, but I don't know what's the background. If that's a picture, you could get,
it's a extreme
some of that.
It's extreme set or fencing dial piece.
Right. So I'd be
the way I
worried with
feel about
lighting that the effects themselves, I think, are also too sharp in the photo. I don't know. I don't like straight on effects personally. I like them when they're like really jagged, like kind of like in the pieces in the front. I wish the whole thing was like that. But I definitely think that it needs to be all around blue. The blue is close also, but I feel like it's slightly on his body. It's a little bit more green than it is.
Yeah.
So
let me jump in here real quick. The best way to answer all of these things that you're saying is, this is a blue. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is like a translucent blue, right? This is the effect.
I can't see you. Hold on.
The effects are translucent.
Right.
I got to enhance you, because the thing is, the live and the timer is right above you, and I can't see you at all.
Don't worry about me.
That's how mine are too.
Around him is translucent, right? Light will go through it.
Yeah,
light will go through it if he uses the blue light.
Underlight all of that. Put him on a piece of plexiglass.
Yeah, I mean, all you do
that way, that blue light's going to start hitting his body up here, like from this, because it's going to, get shot out of this blue effect thing. And
I would say just take a smaller light, something like this, and then kind of, since it's a really thin light, take some this way. Man, I keep doing this backwards. And then just put it underneath them like this. And that way it bounces off of those effects, plus cast that blue This was just something off of like a $15 camera stand that I bought. The camera stand broke 3 days after I bought it, and then the light was still good, so I kept it.
Yeah, but I would say actually put it underneath the effects, not just him, because you want that. You don't want the light just lighting up his crotch, because that's going to happen if you go straight over underneath him. So you want to put the light underneath the effects, let the effects do some of that work, and bring that proper blue into the shot by it casting the light through it, and that's going to light up him
Everything around it. Yeah.
Or if you don't have access to a plexiglass or a glass table where you can actually recreate that, what you can do is use those lights, as was mentioned earlier, and just have it facing just the blue effect part and let the light permeate through the blue effect part to kind of give you that radiant light. But make sure that it's not within the shot, but creating that light bounce effect through the effect piece to hit the figure.
All right. Rock on. Anything else, guys? Anybody else? All right. Eddie and his toys. Thank you so much for submitting. Pablo again.
How many photos does Pablo get?
We're just gonna look at this one, but this is why I bought her, man. This shot right here, I hate you.
I love this in black and white.
I
Yeah.
hate the blonde.
Yeah. Same here.
Black
Pablo
and white's
doesn't take
good.
photos I dislike, so it's hard for me to find anything to critique in pretty much any of your guys' stuff for the most part.
I think some grain would have been good in here to get that.
The antique look.
Cool.
Yeah, it has some dust,
Yeah.
grain, like a little bit of dusty of something going on.
Yeah. I love it though, Pablo. Good stuff. It's got good tones.
You want to
and
get your
shadows.
house dirty, Pablo? Haven't you finished that yet?
Throw a tumbleweed in there.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Anime War of 2003. Whatever that means.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, moving on.
Looks great.
Beautiful.
Gabriel
It's awesome.
Bartholomew Vex. He's got a whole bunch of Buddy Christ. Is that what those are? What, I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, there's a buddy.
So much.
And a Starro down here.
So much. So much.
This is like
Jesus.
the Where is Waldo of Buddy Christ. Which one's is Waldo in there somewhere?
No, but in this Bats Maru and a Buddy. No, maybe that's Buddy Christ. I don't know what that is.
Bats Maru. Wow.
I don't know.
There should definitely be a Waldo in there somewhere.
But I think
How did he make all these? Did he make all these little things?
Nah,
don't
he
know.
bought them. He said he bought them. Then he cut some of them up to.
Oh, you can
pull
buy-
them that way. Yeah.
Okay.
He put one in this chalice here, I think.
I wouldn't.
Wait, what the hell am I looking at?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm gone for a
Basically,
second.
yeah. Exactly.
I feel like that's the purpose of this.
I'm gone for just a little while, and everybody's got delusions of grandeur.
Shit, I still haven't opened this figure up,
Me either.
dude. I like. It's not that I'm petrified. It's just that I'm put off by the head and what it represents. Let's just put off of it. I just wanted the body.
Well, this is a Pablo one, man. Pablo, it's your turn.
Now that we've all gone.
All right.
You're not talking.
When he initially told me about the shot, he didn't plan on buying so many of these little Jesus buddies, but it
No
came
one
with
ever
about 100 of them or 50 of them.
Oh my
Was
god!
it like a tribble thing? They just keep.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, well, I don't know
Oh.
where he ordered it from, but he initially because
My wife-
he had thought about this shot.
My
And,
wife does that. She orders she thinks she's ordering one thing, and she orders a gross, and we have like a
Here's
we
your
have like
palette.
250 like hot dog trays or something like that. It's like nobody needs this.
Bulk and buying and not realizing it.
This was a fun shot when he had told me about this, like that he was gonna do this. I was like, hell yeah! And he had showed me the bag of all these little Jesus buddies. I was like, oh damn, that's a lot.
These
And
are I
he-
love these, man. I would love
backpack.
a gross of Buddy Christ. These are fantastic.
Yeah, like his whole idea was like, what would happen if it was the devil playing with the Ouija board? Like, what would he summon?
Right.
So,
Well, yeah, I think he said it was a summoning gone wrong or something.
yeah.
The thing up here says, I should have read the damn instructions first.
But I just love the expressions and all the Jesus buddies. Like, like,
They're just so happy to be there, man.
yeah.
You definitely need the caption to sell this. I think. Like, I think the
Yeah.
expression is good enough, and it's pretty good. But like, the caption makes it.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Because then you
Gabriel.
really like understand what's going on.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna move on to the next one. Thank you,
Beautifully
Gabriel.
lit, though.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Oh, Nor, here's Alberto right here, man.
Alberto.
Here's Alberto.
That's
Yep.
another one I wouldn't mind having on my wall. Look at that.
What, you want Alberto on your wall?
The photo. Listen, I'll slay anybody and decapitate them and have them hanging on my wall, bro. Don't matter. I'm gangster like that. I'm like Conan. Idolize no man.
I feel like he's a little dark though. You know, he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, whose turn is it?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
It is Maz's turn. Because if
I don't really like the turn thing, but
Okay, yeah, Moscow.
Go ahead, Maz.
Go ahead, Maz.
I like the turn. It's good.
I just feel like he's like very dark in this photo. I mean, he's lit, you can see him, but he's also like in a dark area of the shot that just, I don't know if that's intentional or not. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong. I
I
just
think it is. I like it.
dark.
It looks intentional because he's behind a pillar. He's like his majority of his body's behind the pillar.
But he's still so shiny, so it throws me off, man. Damn that baby oil.
Is that a pillar? I thought it was a staircase.
This is
Is it a
Frazetta,
staircase?
man. This is
It looks like a pillar.
I mean, I
Conan
can see
over
it
there.
both ways now.
it's
Yeah,
like
it's
a
a
staircase.
staircase.
It's a
Yeah, it's a
staircase.
staircase.
Broken set of stairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
No, I like it. I think it's got a good like moonlight, got some motivated fire, something. It's fire and ice. I mean, this is what he's from. And I know, that's his title, Fire and
Yeah.
Ice. So there you go. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I got
like-
nothing bad to say about it.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on then.
Yeah, I love
anybody
the
else has something to say.
Good stuff.
And,
Nora.
this is the style, like the
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
the dark lighting.
Very
It's-
contrasty.
shiny.
You're just
Mhm.
And he's in the dark, and that's
crispy,
why I'm like,
contrasty. That's what. Yep.
And it matches the fire and ice theme like to a T. Colors, style, angle. I actually really love the pose on it and the way he's holding the axe out, and I love that the tip of that axe stands out into that orangish yellow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if that was a little bit more to the left, then I feel like the tip of it would have blended in too much with the background. The rest of the body stands out enough to where it's fine, but I do feel like if that was to the left, it would have blended in too much. So bringing it out into that light, I think, was great.
All right, we're gonna move on. Thank you, Alberto. Much appreciated.
Beautiful. shot.
Toy Addict.
I love this.
This is the NECA Frankenstein.
Monster Frankenstein.
Go for
Brick
it, Harry.
something says what? What?
Churrasco.
Churrasquero. It's kind of an old master thing. It's natural light, but it's very like light and dark. It's very like Frank Miller-esque. Is like
Gotcha.
very Churrasquero.
Kind of Nor kind
There's a
of,
little-
kind of thing.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, on to this one. Whose turn is it now? Because Pablo, what was weird is you were at the
Right.
bottom. Like,
Yeah, I already went though. I did the one before the Frazetta shot.
I know, but you
Yeah, I think this
throw it off
is,
the rotation
Harry.
by moving.
It's Harry.
Is it me
It's
now?
Harry.
Here.
Yeah, I love this shot. It really looks like I'm looking at a vintage shot that was shot back in the day on an old camera, and the lighting even sells that too. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything bad to say about this one.
This does look like a straight out of the Boris Karloff, man. Just
Yeah, it looks like I'm watching an episode of Twilight Zone. So
Yeah.
I can't.
Yep.
Yeah, there's nothing negative I can say about
You're
that.
so young. If that's how far back you can go date that thing.
I watched a little bit of it.
Which Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone.
I'm talking about,
Twilight.
like,
That was
the
a
show.
Black Hammer
Night
movies,
Vision.
man. These are
Black-
on like
Black
candlesticks.
Twilight
And, like,
Zone.
yeah, exactly.
Not any of the remakes. Yeah.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, except for a few shiny high points, and like there is supposed to be blood there and like a scar, so it's beautiful, man. Like you really did a nice job. I actually kind of really like the I don't know if this is purposeful or if it's part of the shot, but like the sort of soft vignette around the outside, it just gives it like
Yeah.
a very film, an old film still
An old
feel.
film,
You know what I
mhm.
mean? The way
And
it's
like a projected film, not just.
yeah,
film
it's not a
film.
sharp edge on it. It's really kind of cool. And the grain works really well for trying to give it that age.
I
And
wonder
Just
if
Jazz was.
clock tower from Mythic Legions in the back.
Yep,
The
I
little
spotted that.
graph-
I
yeah,
spotted that.
Yep. It's a good prop, man.
I would have hit a couple of those spots on his jacket, just with the the healing tool or something, just to get rid of those little dots.
All those little specks.
Little white flecks. Yeah.
Dust.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of thing. Like that's the last thing, when I'm looking at stuff. It's like I got to get rid of that. So
Yeah.
don't overlook that kind of stuff. It could be a
That's what I
great
do.
shot. It could just be that much better if you just took the time to do that.
78 points in the house. Yo,
Points. What's
I
going
see
on?
Dude, 78
Boomer?
points. I just set up that. I set up that. It's not a dojo. Like what do you call it? The courtyard.
Courtyard.
Asian Japanese courtyard. Oh my god, man, that thing's
Awesome, right?
nuts.
to order it, and I
So
just
good, man.
forget about it.
So good.
I spend way too much time removing dust and specks, says Jesse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dust
All
and
right,
dog,
go at it,
dog
man.
hair for me.
Especially when,
Speaking
when you
Speaking of
forget to
Jesse.
clean your lens and then that shows
Speaking
up
of
on your shots,
Jesse.
it's like, son of
This is a
Wow.
screenshot.
Look at
Hey,
that.
this is
is-
Harry's turn too.
This
Right?
is a
This is
screenshot.
It's Alex.
Or is it Tumor's? I don't know.
Anthony.
Whose turn?
I
Anthony's
can't
turn,
say
yeah.
anything bad about this. Is awesome. He always does awesome work, Jesse. I mean, it's just
God.
everything he takes is just amazing to me. So
Reflection looks
I have
amazing.
no critiques
Oh,
personally.
Are these the hot
Speaking of
toys?
cleaning up,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is
Is this just
cleaned
one
up.
figure, or does he have like 5 of these?
It looks like multiple
I'm
figures.
sure he has the
but-
behind the scenes if you keep going.
Yeah, if
These
you
are
keep-
these are Black Series.
Oh,
no,
Yeah,
Oh,
those
yeah,
are
I
Black.
haven't yet, man.
no,
See, yeah, like the hot toy.
Reflection looks
Yo.
amazing.
no. I'm more impressed with what little he's using, and how much of like close up he's using with that camera. That's a micro lens, right?
Macro.
Yeah,
yeah.
probably macro,
I think it's the
yes.
100 millimeter macro from Canon. Does he shoot Canon? Because it looks like the red ring is kind of telling me it might be 100 millimeter macro.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I know with the cameras you get in real tight. I remember watching Pepper's show
I called it.
this week, and he was watching what Ghost of Tsushima shot he was just bowing down in front of his katanas
Oh yeah.
in super tight, and it was just like, oh wow.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
this gives me the same vibe. I thought it was Hot Toys at first, but if you're good with the editor and you're good with your shot, you can fool even me. And I have this.
Yeah, this
figure
is-
at Hot Toy, so it's like wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100 millimeter I can see because there's no distortion here. There's no everything's like nice and even.
Crisp.
Even front guys.
I like that
back
lens.
guys,
I do.
back guys.
It's
It's nice, man.
Yeah.
100 millimeter macro is something I got to pull out again. It's really, really good.
All right. Mike's got to step away for a minute.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, 78 points. Good. Full house tonight. Thank you, Jesse, for sharing that. Appreciate it. Oh, more of this
Good.
guy. Man, I'm sick of this guy already, man. Dark Wolf.
If you
thingy
had
guy,
him, you
man.
wouldn't be sick of him.
Yeah, if you
I
had
don't know, man. I feel like I don't have enough baby oil.
he already comes baby oiled. You
I
don't need
know,
to worry about that.
You're buzzing this baby oil, bro.
He's very shiny. Very shiny.
Well, speak
Whose
about
turn is
shiny,
this?
man, that orc is really
Um,
shiny in my eye. I need to get
your
that
turn
back.
because Mike's AFK.
All right. Okay. It's nicely lit. This is an outdoor shot, really good for outdoors. Like you did a great job of the bokeh in the background. It sells the environment. I like that this work is kind of half buried in the snow, which is cool. I don't see any point of attack or any blood on that. I mean, don't be afraid to put little fake blood on your toys, man. Especially 6-inch toys, it'll wash off.
I ordered that coagulated blood a long time ago. I still haven't gotten it. Speaking of blood, sorry.
Well, you can make your own, man. It's just food
No,
coloring.
but I ordered
and
some because somebody mentioned that you could order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would have been great if he was a little spattered with blood. I would have liked if he was not looking at me necessarily, but
I agree.
I agree with Sonny, man.
Kinda like-
his foot on his stomach, but kind of like a conquered.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's a
Yeah.
little stiff.
it's a stiff pose. I mean, I get it. I get what you're going for. Like, it's a hero pose type of thing, but maybe a little lower angle, and having him looking off to the sun. The angle of the sun or something. Like he's kind of proud of what he's just done. Yeah, foot on the chest or on the waist would have been kind of cool to give it a little more. Yeah, Justin,
And I
you're
wouldn't
right,
have
man.
fooled
I'm like,
with
I'm not. I'm being too nice, man. Like, I'm being too nice.
Me too. Trevor
I just say things.
got
Damn it.
soft.
I did, man. What the hell happened to me?
You're
When I
Well,
come up with
hey,
toy photo bombs
telling
and I'm
you.
just giving all love, I'm like, I gotta get ramped back up. All right.
Hey, I'm telling
no,
you, you
the
guys
lighting
getting
is good.
ruthless with my photos is what made me get better. Like,
Yeah,
just
the
that's
lighting.
just dead honest.
No, the lighting is very good. I like the depth. You got to give more of a story here. I mean, sell this as if he's taking this guy out and there's blood on his axe. You know, he's sweating. He's been struggling a little bit. He just looks like he's kind of like, he looks like one of those guys that go to like Africa and like, and all the animals are in basically a fence and they shot one and then they pose with it and like, hey, I killed. Yeah, like you didn't do
You
anything.
know the
here. Like,
check out my duck pose.
oh,
Check out my
freaking ridiculous. Yeah.
I would have only
but,
had one hand
you know,
on his axe too. I wouldn't have. It wouldn't have two-handed the axe.
I mean, it could have been two if he had picked it. Whatever. I mean, there just needs to be a little more action in this pose. The guy on the ground is perfectly fine. Might have done him at an angle, like with his head towards the camera instead of straight on. But I mean, it's a good start. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think, you know, a little more detail, a little more thought about like what's just happened, why this character is doing what they're doing, what their pose that they're in. You know what I mean? Like, it's.
I think a lot of people
Think
miss
about
too.
the story.
Yeah, like when they do it on beach or in snow, the snow is just too. It's just there's nothing going on in the snow. You know, I mean, if they just battled, it doesn't look like they moved around in that snow. Like the snow needs to be messed up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
sometimes. You
I
know?
mean, it's especially a
too.
sunny
I feel like
day.
there
There
should be-
is no snow. Yeah, there's no. It's not snowing, so like, yeah, there'd be a little bit more action around there.
Right.
But
Take
I
your
could even
fingertips
forgive
and
that.
just stab.
Yeah, I could even forgive that if there was, and you could hide that completely if the body had been in a different angle and he had been over the top of it like this, like just pulling the axe back. You know what I mean? And blood is like coming from the axe, you know, dripping from the axe. You could do all
Yeah,
this stuff.
I keep seeing the, like, I don't know, again, just my opinion, how I would have done it. I would have had him looking more down at the body. I would have had the axe like wedged into one of his joints, hanging out of him. I don't add a lot of blood to or anything on to my figures very often, but this is one, it would definitely help break up the white in the back and kind of give it a little bit more depth. It's hard for me to see the body right now with the words over it.
Well, to speak to
find
the
it,
depth
I'm
real
going to
quick.
share something, but
So the global light
ahead.
reduces some of the depth too. So that's something to keep in mind.
I do love the idea of like him having his foot on the chest or the stomach, probably more so the stomach at the angle. But yeah, I keep seeing, I don't know, in my head, I keep imagining that axe like wedged into one of his shoulder joints, kind of sitting out at an angle.
Yep.
All right. All right. Anything else for articulated thought?
So I mean, so good. Maybe
I love
take the whole
how
Oh, here
thing
he
a
is.
little bit.
Hang on a second. I want to share something. So just to, I'm not
Crop
shooting my own
master.
flute here.
Let's 6 shooter.
No, I'm not saying about it. So this, like, so now he's stabbed this guy, and I'm not saying this is the greatest blood effect because this is an effect, but it, you know, it shows the fact that he's been stabbed. He's turning to face the guys who are coming at him. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of story here. There's a little bit of action. He's over the top of them. That kind of thing can just add to, you know, add to your shot. Like it's telling a story. Like something's happened here. So that's all.
All right. We're gonna move on. Thank you, Articulate Times. Appreciate it. All right, Warforged JP. So we've now changed your name from Ryder to Warforged, I guess.
The writer is now Warforged.
Apparently.
Yeah, I think he changed. Yeah, he changes his IG and logo.
Just
Well, there you
go
go.
like Warhammer, man. Warhammer JP. Let's go. Come on.
Too late. All right, so we're on Pablo.
Lou.
Is it my turn already?
Lou.
Already?
Well, I don't. on
Lou,
one thing,
yeah.
no, it's Lou. Okay.
Lou.
Yeah, it's Lou. If we
Because you
just
went
stay in a
offline,
straight
whatever.
line, it'll work.
Yeah, if he did it in a
Well,
straight
no,
line.
he went offline. So in my admin thing, Pablo was right in front of Lou, but on the top bar, like live stream, Pablo was right next to me. So
I was gonna say, I'm just following the pictures.
yeah,
I'll
you don't see
follow
the
pictures.
pictures I'm looking at.
So it's on me. Always a great shot. You know, he just loves these shots right here.
Oh
These,
yeah, he's a big Warhammer. Yep.
big Warhammer fan, and he makes it impossible for me to not say no to these figures, but I have to because I got so many other things that I collect. And master enabler just based on his photos alone. But on this shot, it's pretty much his signature, man. You know, I would have gone a little easier on the eyes though, as far as like the red. I will go a little easier on it, a little softer. But everything else, man, I pretty much like. I would take a little bit of that mist or whatever it is that's blocking the pistol. I would like to see the pistol a little bit more, but that's me. Other than that, you know, I like the composition. You got the blues and the reds, and he always loves messing with those blues and reds and highlights and just mix and match them. So
I think the head looks soft, doesn't it? Though, like
It
I mean, I
looks
know
soft
that he's doing a
because
little
of the
glow.
Yeah, it's because of
Well,
the
I know he's
eye.
got a glow around the eyes, but if you look at that cross, it even looks a little soft too.
Let me
I'm not really
enhance.
sure.
Let me enhance.
Enhance, please. Yes, do.
Let me enhance.
Yeah, because I'm using a phone versus a computer. So
I know
can't
he's like
see
he's
much.
got some fog around there, and I don't know if it's just interfering or
It
what. Like the
could be.
chest looks super sharp, like that eagle or the wings look super sharp,
Yeah.
and then the head looks
The
a
head
little
is a little-
soft.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
there's like a streak of smoke that's going across. That's
Okay.
softening it
Okay.
up.
Yeah, that
Alright.
the skull right under his chest is
Yeah,
super,
super
sharp
sharp.
too.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like in the abdomen area where the hilt is and the chain, and the other scabbard and sword is. That's where a lot of the focus is.
I think he's focusing on the middle. Yeah, I think he's focusing on the center of the shot, which is
That,
unusual.
yeah, that's what it definitely looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
agree.
do want to say one thing though. I love the logo placement this time around. He actually placed it on the sword. Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. That's awesome. That's.
I think you
sneaky
should
as
have gone
hell.
on that gun, like right on the little edge
In
of
the
that
front?
gun, like sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, but having it on the
All right.
sword is so sneaky because I
It's
didn't
nice.
notice it until I enhanced.
It's nice. It's
All
nice.
right.
Yeah, so every time like you see my hand coming up here, it's like me zooming in on the photo and then I zoom back out.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, JP, thanks for submitting that. Appreciate it. Move on to the next one here. We got Adrian.
This is awesome.
Toy Story stuff, and I guess it's my turn.
That's you. Yeah.
This is a cute shot, man. I feel like I'm in Andy's room all over again. They're just playing basketball. This is really cute.
Mhm.
It's lit more like the actual movie than I would say like a photographer was really shooting it, but it's lit like it's a scene from the movie more or less. Not
Yeah,
so much.
which is great though. I like
It works for it. So, I really there's very little I can think of. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Anything?
I like it.
I like it a lot. Yeah, he did a good job with the lighting. The setup is great.
It works.
I mean, it's
Works for Toy Story. It's like perfect.
Mhm.
Right? I like the fact that like it's clouds, but that is the wallpaper, and then there's
Yeah.
baseboard down there. They're just playing some b-ball in the toy room.
The only thing I would have changed, I think
I
these are the Reveltech, right? The
Mhm.
Woody.
Yep.
So there would have been a better faceplate for Woody.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah, 'cause he looks like he's
the
got that
eye
frozen
line of Woody. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him like kind of like looking sideways at Buzz, like, "Oh, got you." You know what I mean? Like some sort of.
And 78
yeah,
points is
he's
a
got all those
good thing here too, because he does have ball joints in the feet, so he could put, his camera facing foot to the toe,
Yep.
pointing down, as he
toe
jumps,
down. Yep, toe down, like he's jumping. Yep, for sure. Yep. This is the kind of
other
stuff
than
that
that, man-
sells. This kind of stuff. Look to Mitchell Wu Photography. Like he does
Yep.
a lot.
Oh,
of this
yeah.
stuff, and, like,
He does stuff like this
His-
all the time.
his movement is good for that kind of stuff. And Jax, Plastic Action, does a lot of.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
I
Plastic
mean,
Action does
basketball. Just like look at his motions, because like he, literally
Adrian's
copy
got
like
alternate-
an NBA still or something like that.
Adrian's got alternate shots for this, but I don't see them here.
Okay.
So we'll keep
There is
moving
another one
on.
coming up,
You're welcome,
I think, yeah.
Adrian. You're welcome. Moving on then. Archery again. Here's your action one, Trevor. I'll let you jump unless Justin really wants to jump ahead of you on
Go
that
ahead.
one.
I mean,
Justin.
all I'm gonna say is I love everything about this.
Or Pablo. God damn. See, I'm looking at the bottom.
Oh, it's Pablo. Yeah.
is published.
Is it my turn? Oh,
Yeah,
Technically.
I keep looking at the admin screen of people, which is not in line with
No.
people.
Look at the
Oh,
line of
yeah.
people from the screen. Yeah.
yeah. No, this is. I love the action shot, and I'm pretty sure it's composited. He probably shot it on
Yes.
the gray background again, so
Mhm.
it's gorgeous.
Crazy.
I mean, he matched the blacks and the grays really well with the background. Like it's a gorgeous shot.
Dude, Harry should feel threatened right now. Just saying.
Yep. All kinds of threats.
Trigger.
He's even got it in the 16:9, Harry.
Yep.
I know. Almost.
Yeah,
not
this
quite.
is great.
I'm retiring.
It's a beautiful shot.
The ship's perfectly placed to the right in that gap.
Mhm.
Like there's, I mean, this is great. There's motion in the arms. You can tell that got added in. The flame goes across nicely. The distance, the blur is good for the background. Again, it all fades together down into the bottom.
The only thing I may be looking at it wrong, but why is his
I
hand
appreciate it,
straight-
Arthur. Appreciate it, sir.
straight back? Like it wouldn't it have been like it looks like he grabbed on something and dragged it back.
Yeah, that
I mean, I've seen that before. Like you can run like that. It's not an unusual pose. It's a little unnatural. Maybe he's grasping something. If you're grabbing something, it's a little more natural pose. I don't know if he's got something in his hand there, but
Yeah, I mean, I was just
I know
curious
what
about the
you're saying.
pose.
I
it
think
could
what's
be a
really
little more
calling-
angled.
I think what's really calling your attention to it though is you hit the wrong shoulder forward. His leading leg, and then he's got this shoulder forward. It should be this shoulder.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, there is a starting point for that too before you start turning. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, all in all, I like the shot, but I got to be
Mhm.
honest, I like the last shot better. Like
Yeah,
it's
the-
like I like
Yeah.
even though it was a static pose, I like it a lot better. I think it was more cohesive. I don't know, just more pleasing shot. Like this is nice. I like this though.
Welcome back, Mike.
Part of the thanks. Part of the thing about doing such a big amount in the background of a digital screen is that that's a realistic screen in the background, and you can't really add foreground or middle ground elements to help create depth because they have to really look realistic. And so that's kind of tough to do. There's depth here and there's fire and there's all that stuff, but it's all behind him. And so the depth falls really short.
Yeah,
I
even
can
though
see that.
you created depth with the
You can
hand.
do it. You've got to blend. And I mean, I think he has the skills, the Photoshop skills to have put something like over on camera left that was just like a piece of hardware or a beam of some sort or something that would like give. But you're right. Like it has that feel of like a figure in front of a screen a little bit. I mean, he did a good job.
No, he does great.
Yeah, but you're right. Exactly.
Yeah, I hear,
there's
what he's
depth
saying
there.
right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Get him, Trevor. Get him.
All right.
Good job as usual, though, Arthur.
Trying to be
Good
nice.
stuff.
Beautiful, Arthur.
Adrian, here's
Yeah,
one
there
of
you
the other ones with the other headshot.
That freaking face.
Yeah, the face, right?
I can't.
That face
I
kills
can't.
me, man. I can't. There's so many. You're right,
I'm
man.
gonna be like Mike right now, and I'm not happy with the boot being cut off. I don't know why you went with this.
Yeah, I agree with you guys on that one. Boots. That's. I like Buzz's pose better. I wish Buzz wasn't looking directly at the camera. Woody's face is the greatest thing ever.
I'm sorry.
Buzz
we
looks like
skipped
he's
our
looking at the
line.
shot. I gotta say, like, I think Buzz looks good. I think Woody. I think this would have been a better vertical shot.
Yes.
Portrait shot.
Yeah,
Like
when I zoom in,
you could crop the back of that. You don't need that. You don't even need the right side of Buzz's wing there. You could have cropped that out, and then I think I still would have had the focus on Woody's face, even though that I hate that face so much. Like when this thing came out, there were so many like sexual innuendo shots.
Oh
of that
yeah,
face.
a lot.
I love that
for
shit.
God's sake.
And it has been used a lot for that. So that's the thing.
So much. Oh, way over the top.
Doc Collector. He apparently he wants I don't know what inspired this. I want a picture of your movie theater cup collection incorporated in one of your photos. How did you know I had a movie theater cup collection?
Because you
He's
talk about it a
spying
lot.
on you.
I think he's
I'm out your
fishing. I think
window.
he's fishing to see if I have one. That's what it is.
Well, Maz, if you worked in the movie theater, you had the cups, the
like that one.
popcorn
That's the one.
tubs,
That's the one.
and the posters.
I like
That's
this
the
one.
shot right there.
I like this
That's
one.
the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
yeah.
that one
Oh
the
yeah,
most.
that one.
I still don't like that Buzz's
Better.
toes cut off.
No, that's great right there, man.
got-
And
I'm
the-
fine.
have
I'm
the
fine with the
feet.
feet cut off in this one, but in the last one, like this one, it just seemed like the bad place to cut this, especially with the part of his hand cut. I didn't like that at all. But I'm
The second
okay
one
with
is
the cut.
closer.
Yeah.
I still don't like it. I think he could have.
I know you had
Could've
Doc
been- you
Collector. I know-
You could have turned him and had his body kind of in that empty space at the bottom there.
Yeah.
And gotten like a twofer, you know what I mean? Like you could have had that crazy expression on Woody and had Buzz in the background going, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
This is
I
good
agree with
stuff,
that.
man. Good stuff,
Good
Adrian.
shot though.
Move on.
Wow.
Optimus
Wow, wow,
Prime
wow.
with Union Gomez, and is that the mech?
That's the mech, baby. That's the mech.
Yep.
Oh my god. I've been playing with him more than
Harry?
trying to take a photo with him because that mech is so beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's Harry's turn, right, Harry?
Vesper?
Harry.
Oh, is it me? Okay, cool. Well,
Henry.
I think this is the opposite of what we were talking about, right? I feel like the depth is sold really well here. You have a lot of foreground
Yeah.
elements from the box, or that is that what is that, speakers? I feel like
That's his
boombox.
his
Yeah.
welding
Yeah,
power
boombox
power
bits, yeah.
plus boombox.
But
Yeah,
it
from
plays
that-
as a welder as well.
right.
It's the welder and
Yeah, so
boombox.
from that to the cable, to the background elements, I think this just works really well. The lighting is beautiful.
Yeah, and the pose works. You know, is
Mhm.
a pose there.
Totally.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
still need to shoot this guy. I have him. I just
Still
haven't
need.
shot him.
This is where toe articulation comes into play right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we don't have that, so it's still good. It's very good. But that's why all the haters of toe articulation. This is what you need to.
All right, anybody else for Optimus Prime on this?
Nope.
I think it's great.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful shot, man, like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Light is
Beautiful.
gorgeous. Yeah, it's really good concept. Really, really nice composition.
I love how he got the light of the torch reflecting
Yep,
off
yep,
of
yep.
the mask,
Mhm.
and then a little bit off onto the actual mech itself. That's
Just enough of it, right? Yeah, really nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
just enough. And I would like to know how he did that. If he used a finger light or did he do this in post?
Might be some
Mhm.
comp, yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's the torch, man. It's the torch.
it's the torch, baby.
Little,
It lights up real.
little light painting, man. Just like flick that blue light on there for half a
He's
second.
got a
and you're good
snoot
to go.
probably coming underneath here and sitting right through that light, so it casts a little blue in there in the light, not in the body, but but you can see this is all underlit here, so he's got a snoot or something just throwing light here. Look at this hard point here, this hot point here. So that snoot's hitting the bottom of his chin.
Mm.
So anyway,
Good
we
shot.
got 808 in the house. How you doing? Pretty windy day today in Hawaii. Aloha, Jensen. Gal.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah.
All right, Optimus, man. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Next up, we got more JP. This is JP's second
wow.
shot.
See, another figure, man. Okay, he's an enabler, bro.
We're
I
on
don't know.
Plymouth, man. We're on Anthony. This is Anthony's shot.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. These shots, there's not a lot of posing in them. They're kind of just standing straight up. So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing some more action in these shots.
Yeah.
This
This is getting to the level of what's his name, Pablo.
Annual.
Newell.
Newell. I can't remember his name, but yeah, like it's just like, okay. I'm sorry to step on you, Anthony, but like you're exactly
no.
right. Like a little bit more action with these guys. These guys can pose, man. You can do some stuff with them. Have them firing a gun. Have them something running a little bit. You know,
Yeah, and there's a
Go
lot
ahead.
of details on these figures. So I mean, you are seeing them, but I think I don't know if it's some editing is taking away from some of that detail. Maybe it's too soft or something like that.
Glow is a little weird, right?
Yeah,
He's got done a post effect on this, like a little bit of a
almost feels
watercolor like
You
effect.
could just
or
use a
something,
paint
like,
brush
or
and
something.
Yeah, and then like just lower down the opacity.
Yeah.
You
Then
might
maybe
want to
edit a blur to
screen. Yeah, always change up blending mode to at least screen or something before you.
S Beam
I
in
would
the
like
house.
to know how he gets the old English typeface in his comment though. That's you see that?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, look at that. I
There's
didn't know
apps
that.
you can download or for your phone that will allow you to switch your phone.
Really? I'm gonna do that
Look
for
for Instagram.
everything, man. Nobody's gonna be able to read any of my descriptions. Like, it's just gonna be like
I would have thought it
Just
would
do
just
the
be
path.
for you yourself, but we're seeing it, so I didn't know you could
F
make the other
for
people
S
see that.
would be incredible. Like that would be
Yeah.
All right, Rogerio B in the house too. What's up?
What's going on?
All right,
Yeah, this is a good shot, man, JP.
thank you, Anthony. Thank you, JP. Thank you, guys. We're gonna move on. We got Jaden Ivory. The new one, man. This is the amazing Yamaguchi, the Flash, and it is Mike's.
Mikey?
No, wait, yeah, Mike's turn.
Mike's turn, and I already know off the bat.
Am I seeing
Oh,
the whole
boy.
photo because I don't see any feet?
What's going, Mike? We knew
I
it.
agree with that.
No,
No
I,
fun.
I mean,
Yeah, agree with
I
that.
would sacrifice the upper right camera right lightning bolt tip for the feet any day.
There's your
Ah.
feet right there, Mikey. I got you.
I agree.
Agree.
And I don't mean you have to
Okay.
always have feet because there's times where you don't need feet and they look fine. But this,
okay.
you know, go ahead.
Maz, you need to get. Where's Maz? Never mind. All right, when
Where'd
he
he
comes
go?
back, go
Steve?
ahead. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Aside from that, you know, I think it's fine. I might like a little bit more lighting coming from underneath him. I mean, those lightning bolts are supposed to be pretty bright in you know, in real life, and so I think there should be a little bit more gold or a little bit more bright areas in there shining on the figure to sort of help sell the lightning effect. I'm glad you didn't go crazy and put some kind of post effect in there for the lightning flashes. Like some, you know, but I think there could be some light added with some gels to help sort of sell the story here. But that's all, you know.
Yeah, a little. This would be a great place for light painting. Like if you just, you know, click a little front light, like a little yellow light on the front, little on the side, while it was, you know, I don't know what your exposure is. Does he have it? F 4.0, 125th. You're not getting much time there to do light painting. 640. Yeah, it's the foot, man. Like the foot would be. This would be a really nice shot. I mean, I like the light he's got from these lightning effects. It's actually pretty good. And I know what you're saying. Like a little bit of like flat. I mean, okay, well, pun intended. Flash, I guess, on him to sell the fact that that's lightning would be cool. But man, if that foot was in frame. And you crop that at like the top of that lightning bolt on the top there, man, this would be a great shot. It's an odd crop.
That foot is like
the odd
part
crop.
of the story because he's coming to a stop, I think. And so
Yeah, he's skidding
yeah.
to a stop into the front. Yeah.
So where we-
I
I was
love
going to
the
say, like,
I was going to say,
you
I
need
heard
to
my
get
name.
you need to get a Dusk to Dawn clip of Selma Hayek with her foot in. Every
I
time
will
Mike
do
comes
that
on.
because we can always use a little bit of Salma Hayek in that movie.
Hell yeah!
Could always use a foot.
I love that.
That'll increase the viewership right there every time.
Oh yeah.
Next time, have you forget
And
your
maybe
all
the
around
copyright flags. We'll see, depending on how long we
Maybe we'll
clip
see.
here.
But yeah, the
All
foot is a shame because this looks really nice. I mean, I think it looks
I love
It's a
that
really
pose.
good-
It's a great pose.
yeah.
It is awesome sauce. I like it.
awesome sauce.
Jaden Ivory, man, thank you so much for sharing that. Appreciate it. It's a beautiful lit shot, though. I like the lighting on it. I just wish with everybody else here,
It's nice,
we
too.
wish her all for the foot.
Yeah, the pose is nice though.
Adrian, this is your third.
Ooh.
Adrian.
Superman going down.
Wait.
Adrian.
Oh God, no, he didn't. Oh
Muhammad
no.
Ali can take out Superman. He's faster.
Oh,
But we're not.
Oh,
you're
all right.
talking
You know
Adrian.
what? Okay, so
Uh-oh.
I was looking at the first shot, but which is interesting. But the second shot,
What the heck?
I like the second more for sure.
are you downloading that right now? Is that what you're doing?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do that.
Like, what music is going on?
I know
right
that.
now?
I know that
You know,
music.
in the jungle somewhere.
I haven't done nothing yet.
you downloading that?
No, I haven't done nothing. Somebody's doing something. No.
Is it on the photo?
Wow,
There's a-
Oh,
Jesus.
Where's the
this-
music
terrible.
coming?
Okay.
Are you
It's a
hearing
copyright
music?
infringement
That
right
was
there.
awesome.
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Yes, we're hearing
Mute
music.
yourself.
This shit wasn't even good.
All right, this second
Terrible.
shot is pretty damn good, man. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Great punch to the face, great expression on Superman for that punch.
Nice
I
jab.
would have loved to have had Ali's head looking down because he's going to
Down?
be
Yeah.
looking at that punch. Yeah, it just needs to
Yeah.
be down. And almost, if that's the case, I would have taken that left light down just a little bit and maybe had like an overhead light, because like boxing rings are always lit from the top with those big arena
Stage
lights.
lighting.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just the lighting matching that would have been cool. I mean, this is what you chose, so it works. But if Ali had been looking at the punch, this would have been a beautiful shot. It's still a great shot. Yeah, the third shot, I mean, it's obviously that, Frazier Ali final shot there. It's still pretty good. I like that one. If you go to the third one, Pablo,
The third
or
one, yeah.
Maz, I'm sorry.
Maz, yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
It's still a little weird. I mean, that head looks a little weird. It looks a little cross-eyed.
Do you guys still hear music?
No,
Nope.
not anymore.
No, we're good.
Here, I didn't have any music. I don't know what music there was. I didn't have any playing.
It was
Yeah,
jungle
you
music, baby.
Whatever it was not good.
But what I mean about
That's the Selma Hayek dance music. I know what it is. I know.
yeah, I didn't hit that button yet, man. I didn't type in the
Well, you must have, because that's what's
Yes.
playing.
it was
I've
on the
watched
whole
that
other
scene from
computer.
Dusk to Dawn many times. But
Anyway,
no, this is nice. I mean, the second and third shot are nice. I think the first one with them sizing each other up is interesting. I think Ali looks a little like he's like unbalanced, a little like leaning forward. Yes, he should be like kind of towering over him, but like I don't know.
Got the
It's
smooth
kind of
criminal thing going on.
Yeah, with a little bit of the lean
yeah,
forward.
a little bit too much. Yeah, Soup's stance is good. Ali should have been a little bit more straight up and down on the legs and then leaning over with his chest, I think. But the rest of it is good, man. I like it. I think it's cool.
all right. Well, Adrian, you got 3 out of us tonight. We're going to keep moving. Thank you so much.
2 out of 3.
Zigzag Zoom. We got the Indiana Jones and the going down the rope.
Oh, that's
thingy.
nice.
Godlike.
Going down the hole.
When he was on the show, though.
It
So
was so nice.
Going down the hole.
Has that German tilt and everything.
Second one.
Yeah, I definitely think the second's the better out of the two as well.
just use
Yeah.
some brown paper bag packing material and
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, he posted a comment about that the other day too, because somebody asked what like the background was, and he said this is the proper way to use a brown paper bag or something like that.
Absolutely. It works
thought it was
so
to
well.
hold
I've
it.
seen some people do some incredible stuff with just a paper bag as rocks,
Mhm.
man. It really works well.
And that's what I mean. Like earlier on, I was saying like it's so simple, and it's like once you know that you can do it, it's like okay, that's a thing.
I mean, imposing on this rope climbing too is just it's freaking
Right.
fantastic.
Jeez. Like both shots.
It looks almost real.
They're both great. The second one I would say is better though.
I like the first one better.
Yeah,
No, I like
the
the first one. I love the first
I like
one.
that godlight coming down the first one.
Yeah,
I
the
get a
godlike
real
thing,
sense.
I think just really works, and I
I
don't
like the
'cause
light
it-
on the first one and the fact that I don't like the second one a little bit too, but I think it's just a little more even and less hot on the first one. I think I would have
But that second one,
narrowed
look
the
at his
first
hand.
one.
Look at his hand on the second one. It's not holding onto the rope.
Yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
quite on the rope. on the top
And his
one.
foot's also cut off. Do I have my camera? Okay. It looked like his toe was cut off too.
It is.
His
It is.
hand.
Mike could never
No
like
toe.
that.
Maz-
No-
Maz
I don't
is-
have the clip
He's
yet, I'm
queuing
sorry.
it up right now. He's
I
queuing
don't
it
have
up
the
right
clip
now.
I have to edit it too. It's the whole song. I can't do the whole song.
I know.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
going back and looking over him a little bit more. Yeah, I agree. The first one's
Yeah,
definitely.
the foot position on the first one, like wrapped around the even on the second one, his foot is kind of off the rope. It
Yeah.
just doesn't. It looks a little more casual. And the first one looks like he's really struggling to keep control of that.
True. Yeah.
Just would have
great
cropped
stuff,
it
Sonny.
in,
But I
a
do love
little
the
bit from the
godlighting
left
on
and
this
right.
one though.
but it's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Mhm.
look.
Great stuff, Sonny. Thank you so much. I believe we went over this when he was on the show though too. So
Was it this
Okay.
one?
I think
I don't
so.
think I don't remember.
No, it
this.
wasn't
No, I
this
don't
one.
recall that one.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
No, it was a Han Solo and
was a
Chewbacca
Han
one that he had like
Yeah.
a light. overhead light. Yeah.
But still, it's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Sonny. Appreciate it. We'll move on to Emerald Knight.
Ooh.
Dude, I love everything Emerald does.
I need this guy.
How about that?
Yeah.
You like that too?
So-
And that?
Yeah, like
Look at that.
yeah, all of it. It's all great all the time.
That's an extreme.
Yeah, this extreme
Extreme
set.
set too. Yeah.
He did a great job of utilizing the extreme set without getting too like up on it, so you don't see
Yeah,
the
'cause
shortcomings of it.
it's all bulked out, so you can't really. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Man,
Nice.
that's
Really nice focal choice on that. So
Yeah,
you
that-
can skip
That
here
drawer on
and-
the left really looks like it has some depth, right?
yeah, it does.
Oh, it does. Yeah, you know what? It actually does have depth. Sorry.
Yeah.
It does have depth.
Yeah, a little bit. There.
Yeah, it does have some depth. Yeah,
But really, really nice. I mean, like it looks good. That's a good shot.
I love the contrast on the blue, the skin.
Mm.
He just started
Yeah.
following me yesterday or today. Actually, I was so excited about that because I love seeing Emerald's work.
Yeah, Emerald's work.
I'm
is
always
really
impressed with it.
Mhm.
It's great stuff. Who was next? I don't even know
Dude.
what order we're in anymore.
I believe it
This
would have
is
been
Pablo.
Yeah, it would have been me. Yeah. I mean, I love the lighting on this.
Oh no,
like I said-
this would have been Moz. Sorry, this one would have been Moz.
Oh yeah,
the next
yeah.
one.
This would have been yours.
I thought
Mons.
we were
yeah.
done with this.
Word.
It's me.
Yeah, this
you.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah, this one's yours. Yep.
2 hours in, and we still can't get the lineup straight.
Pictures, literally the pictures up on top of the stream. I mean, like it's just
That's what I was
ask the
saying. Just go
viewers.
left or right, like it's a book,
Yeah.
and then repeat.
And I keep saying that I have two different left and rights to look at, and I always default to the bottom
Look at
one.
the
that you-
top one.
It's like a U
Yeah, look at
problem.
the top one. Look at the top one.
Anyway,
Act like you're reading a book. Top to bottom, left to right.
anyway. I don't really have anything negative to say about this, man. I mean, it's
Yeah,
a beautiful shot.
beautiful shot.
I like the depth on it, as we've already discussed. The extreme set plays very well here. You can until you see the BTS, you don't really notice it as an extreme set, much like unlike a lot of the other ones that you do see, you know, when they're in use.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
and of course you got your atmosphere aerosol, which you're using that Ulanzi. I saw in the depth here or in the BTS. I'm having some trouble using this Ulanzi. I keep going back to my vape, as I mentioned.
Why?
Maybe I've tried lengthening the exposure. I've tried everything, but I keep getting a lot of the tenderly smoke and not a smooth smoke effect.
Well,
Are
you have
you-
to have to give it some time and let
Yeah, let it dissipate a
let
little
it
bit.
dissipate a
Well,
little bit. You
unfortunately,
can't-
my vent system is
You
almost
can
right
blow it.
above where I'm shooting at, and so when the heater kicks on, the fan kicks on, and it just blows all my smoke out of the scene.
yeah, you're
So
gonna have to shut all
Well,
that
you're
off.
blowing.
Yeah, I was gonna
you're
say,
blowing
duct
the vape.
tape.
pull the lever as far as it goes, but it's still spitting that crap out of my table. It's pissing me
Hey,
off.
Are you
okay,
using
so go
flash-
get a little piece of plastic, put some tape on the end of it, and just slap it right over it. Problem solved.
I got one of those textured ceilings that's not going to stick to it.
Super
Are you
glue.
using flash mods?
I think you're just hooked on the vape. That's all.
Yeah, he's hooked on the
That's what
vape.
it is.
All
I
right.
tried using that thing again just last night when I did my predator shot. I could not get the fog to sit right. It just got too textured, and I didn't want the texture. I wanted.
Are you using
didn't-
flash
you didn't get
mods
smoke
or
ninja.
No, I don't
kind
have
of
any
like
flash.
the
I've never
smoke
learned
ninja,
flash.
Yeah, he's using constant.
longer?
Yeah,
So 3-second exposure, and he's able to get some fairly smooth looking fog. I mean,
gotta
you
get
can see a
yourself
couple of tendrils
some
here.
smoke ninja, man.
Yeah.
So
can
I think
just
I'm
blow
just
it
going to use my Ulanzi just for the dry ice effect and just call it a day.
It just takes time to dial it down. Once you get the hang of it, you
Yeah,
just
I
have
don't
to
know.
practice more with it. That's all.
Well,
It takes time.
I'll get around to it. I keep trying it every shot. I just end up going back to my vape because I don't like the results I'm getting.
Yeah,
moving
sometimes
on
you're just
though.
used to one way, right? And so it's hard to change.
Yeah,
Maybe,
true.
maybe. But my big fog machine, my hazer didn't do this either. My hazer would give me nice haze in the scene. So I think it's just the juice is too thick. It's just
The juice is too
juice.
thick.
it's giving me too thick of
Put
a
juice.
I'm
Stop
surprised.
using-
Sorry.
I'm surprised someone didn't say anything right now.
Yeah, Lou.
I've got so many comments I'm holding back because they're not appropriate.
I said that's what she
Moving on,
said.
You at, Lou?
That's what starts talking smoke. I can go
Yeah,
on for
there we
days.
go.
Anybody got anything else for Emerald here?
No.
Don't vape.
No.
No.
All right, we'll move on. Thank you, Emerald Knight. Appreciate it. Great shot. salvage
Yes.
cargo with
This is amazing.
Turbo.
Oh, dang, that's a good shot.
You, I think you got this, Pablo, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Turbo.
We're going on you.
This is a
I have no
beautiful
control,
shot.
but I'm saying we're going to you.
I love the space shark. Is that a space shark?
That's what it looks like.
The 3 space sharks.
Oh, over
Yeah,
here.
this
It
is-
That's the
could be regular sharks, but shot in space. I mean,
Isn't that Lobo and his puppy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one from Amazon, right? It's the Amazon exclusive one.
Yep.
On the bike.
Yeah.
I
That's
love the
awesome.
angle. I love the angle he shows. To
Yeah,
shoot
this is
in.
great.
Yeah, it's just
That's
shooting
so
it from the
McDonald,
back.
though, which is sad.
I want it just for the dog.
Yeah, I want it for the dog and the bike, so that's all I really want.
Want it
That's
all.
a good shot. The lighting's fantastic too, man, and good
Yeah.
job on the exhaust, the post on the exhaust.
The special
I
effect
would've-
over here is a little rough.
I would have blurred the stars. They're too sharp, I think, and the ones in the background. But I mean, that's just a nitpick thing because after looking at the overall thing, I mean, I love everything about the shot, and I don't mind the way the lighting is done, where the sharks are coming from, because it kind of gives it that, like, there's that light coming from a distance, and the sharks are kind of like blocking some of that light from hitting Lobo, which is, and then you see that lens flare. Yeah, no, it's well done, man. Good shot.
It is
Good
very
job,
well.
Salvage Cargo.
All right, we'll move on. Thank you, Salvage Cargo. All right, we got Hot Fella with some Buzz Lightyear.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know which one this is.
This is the figure
Is it the
arts.
Figure arts?
Yes,
He
this
didn't- I don't see figure arts here. Maybe if I go to the
This
tag.
is the SH Figure Arts Buzz Lightyear. This
Yep.
is lit. Well, this is real good. But then again, looking at it again for a second point of view, it's lit reversed. So
Lou, why are you cutting the line, man? It's Justin's turn, man.
is it just his turn?
It's
Or
Justin, Pablo just
Yes.
went. It's Justin's turn.
Yep, we're still haven't figured it out yet.
We're over 2 hours in. Can't get past the basics.
Why didn't you call him out on that?
Because I was trying to analyze what I thought of the photo.
Oh.
I like it. I really like the way that the bubble on his helmet fits in the center of the bubble around that moon or whatever that is.
It's that framed in there and really nice. Yeah, with the-
Right. I like the framing on that. I do see what he was talking about the backward lighting a little bit, but I do like that the blue stands out to give him a little accent on the right side of the photo. I think it's framed really, really well. Yeah, I mean, overall, I don't have a whole lot bad to say about it.
Right.
I think his eyes look weird, but that's the figure itself.
He just has some kind of goo eyes, doesn't he? He's like,
Yeah, like I
Right,
can't
are
tell
you
if he's
doing, Lou?
cross-eyed or if he's like trying to see something 30 miles away.
he's looking at Loco Lou over there. He's like, "How you doing, Lou?" I
He
see
is
you
kind of
checking
looking
me
at
out.
Lou, isn't he?
because I'm going to critique the shit out of him.
Do it.
I see you checking me out.
Nah, dude. Like, you see that there's a spotlight on
It's
top.
still Justin's turn. No, I'm just
It's-
kidding.
No, it's fine. I'm good. I said everything I had to say.
It's just messing with you, man.
Crazy. Like, I see the spotlight on top, and then I see another light that's coming on from the light that's behind him, in front of him, like if there's something bouncing off of him, hitting the rest of his armor, because you can see that orange light on the left side of his left arm, and then the blue light on the back end. Yeah, right there. So unless this is a planet that has two suns that's setting on the opposite side, he'll be lit a little bit differently. But I don't know. That's the only thing that's throwing me off. The
Lou,
orange.
he is looking kind of up this way. I don't know if you can tell that. So maybe it's like, I mean, with this light here and the light here, it's just coming from a top-down angle. So he's looking up towards whatever the light source is. So that could technically be like a ship landing or something. I mean, we
That
don't
could
know.
be it, but also if you look a little bit along the lines where you see the orange light lines going across his arm. No,
Yeah, I
not
see
there.
what you're talking
Right
about.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There.
you can see the glare from where there's a light that's in a reddish orange light that's in the front to the left.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to mimic the sand, kind of bouncing the light off of that
Yeah.
sun there. But I
And-
think it's a little bit too strong.
I'm
Yeah.
not faulting
And
him for
actually,
anything.
even matching that, if you go to the top of the shoulder, you can tell that there's another white light coming down from over above too.
That's the one that
that's
Moss
a
was
spotlight.
mentioning.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't knock any of this, man. I think it's
No,
really
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
gorgeous.
overall, like I still can't do this, so like take everything I say with a grain of shit.
all right. I don't know what you've been eating to have grains in your poo, but there you go.
Corn.
Grains.
Sandwiches.
All right, Hot Fella, man, thank you so much
Sand.
for this, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, right.
Sand.
Big sand.
Speaking of sand,
JP Rex,
hate
and
sand.
can you guys keep going, or do you want to start wrapping this up? Because we're at
you're
8.
not with me. You're my
Pretty
enemy.
soon.
I was gonna say it's whatever. I do have to run off again really quick and let my dog out because he's like scratching at my door.
dogs out. Just.
Just
I did. I'm a responsible pet owner.
There you go.
There you go.
Harry. This is
Yep,
Harry's
Sarah's-
turn,
yep,
and
Sarah's
Harry
turn.
likes the Anakin Skywalker guy too. So this should be
I'm
good.
just gonna recite their entire script here. I feel like. Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. Yeah.
Democracy.
You forgot the episode.
You're not
Be the
with
chosen
me.
one.
You're against me, but I have the high ground.
Yeah. So that's what I think of when I see this
I
shot.
have
But,
the high ground.
Bad,
but
bad
I do.
dialogue. In other words,
But in terms of the shot, though, I feel like the plasticiness of the figures kind of take away a little bit.
Yeah, Anakin.
Because that's where my eyes kind of go immediately. And I feel like neither of them that are really in focus. I feel like Obi-Wan should be more in focus. He looks a little soft.
Yep.
Or yeah, vice versa. Maybe just have Anakin in focus.
And whatever he's using for that magma, the screenshot has got no brightness to it at all. It's like
Yeah,
I
it's a
remember
little.
that scene, man. It was pretty bright. The reds
Yeah,
were really
you might want to bump up the highlights a little bit for the background, especially since the highlight on Anakin's face is so strong, so it doesn't really match.
I think it could have
Yeah,
worked if they had like crossed again, like having like Obi-Wan behind Anakin. Like there's no connection between them physically.
Mhm.
Like having him behind that would have worked a little bit. But the highlights on, especially on Anakin's face, are just like too much.
I
Yeah,
understand you're supposed to bring
Diffusing that
hotness from the
could've worked.
reds. And
You got to
stuff,
diffuse
like-
that. Yep, definitely
Yeah.
got to diffuse that.
Yeah.
I think the background could have worked. I think like the color, the overall color, the overall tone could have worked if that highlight hadn't been there.
right.
But the
And,
lava
and
flow
Obi-Wan
maybe
is not
brighter.
looking at him either. He's kind of looking at his like shoulder or something. I don't know. Yeah. Little
Yeah,
details.
he's kind of looking down at him. Yeah.
All right. Anything else on this, guys? Are we all set? All right. JP Rex, thank you again, sir. Moving on. We got the Alpha Raptor Bunny.
Oh,
Look at the
Anthony.
bones.
Anthony, this reminds me of that
Dude,
print
not
where they
bad.
hide like the horse riding Native Americans like on the birch trees or whatever, the snow. You ever
That's
seen
a
that?
big fucking rabbit.
I think this rabbit
That's a big rabbit.
either
That's a really
death
small
or the
raptor.
greatest rabbit I ever seen.
That's a killer rabbit right there. Killer
Or it's a
rabbit.
small raptor. I mean, could
He's
be.
a bunny. Look at you.
I think we need like an egg for this raptor to like so it
Oh.
just hatched and the raptor.
Listen,
like,
That's
just
no
in-
ordinary rabbit.
I'm hungry now.
It
I'm
definitely is.
hungry for rabbit now.
It's not even
I can
scared of
take
a
this
raptor.
too.
Well, the rabbit's like aware because you can tell by the way the one ear is up in front. It's like, I know you're coming. I got some shit for you.
Yeah.
you think you got me locked down? I got 5 friends that are already tracking you.
This
just
is
like
the
raptor.
rabbit from Monty Python. It's gonna turn around.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big ass bear in the background.
Did nobody pick that up? That was my. All right, never mind.
Yeah. No, I did pick it up though.
I usually pick your stuff up there, Trevor, but I didn't hear
I
that.
know,
one.
Mike.
I'm usually on it. Man.
Mike's slacking off this time.
I'm not. I'm not a Monty
Killer.
Python fan. That's why.
Let's go with
Oh.
that.
Killer
You're
rabbit.
not a Monty Python fan? We can't be friends anymore.
Look at the bones.
I'm a little too young.
It's like, yeah, Monty Python's great.
All right, Anthony. I'm sorry. What were you
Yeah,
saying?
no, not at all. No. Yeah, I like it. The blending of the background, I think, could have helped a little bit with the knowledge. Yeah, I maybe it's a little just too bright. Like the whole scene is, there's like, you really can't see where the lighting's come from. It's just kind of.
Well, that's, have you been out in the snow? That's kind of how it is sometimes, especially with all the snow on the birch like that.
Yeah, but the birch
It's
trees
pretty
look like they're almost like the same brightness as the snow. Like it's all very. It's just very bright.
You guys heard people getting sunburns like skiing, right? Because of the snow.
Never.
It's not because the sun's out.
Yeah, but that's not what it looks. But that's not what it looks like.
If you get a sunburn while skiing, you deserve what you got.
Windburn, maybe, not sunburn.
Right, yeah, like that I can understand a little bit more. But if you're skiing and getting a sunburn on your body, then you're not wearing enough clothing.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah.
Usually happens on
The
the
snow is
face.
a little too flat. It's just like
I wish there was
the
some
whites
more
are too. There's
variation.
no depth to the white.
Yeah.
There's no detail in the white.
There's also a lot of trees in the background for there not to be any up front.
Yeah.
Like a
Well, I mean, he can argue that
There'll be a tree line there.
Yeah.
It would be backwoods. It's backwoods.
backwards.
I got a couple of those in the drawer.
Oh, you smoking backwards? That's what's up.
You got what in your drawers?
Not a wood, he said.
Rewatch the video, Miles.
All right. Alpha Raptor, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see what we got next here. We got Laurie Strode. Action figures are fun. Laurie Strode, she's very blown out here. But,
Yeah, her face
is really washed
way
out.
too much light on.
But this is Mike's shot to talk about.
Yeah, you talk, Mike.
Yeah. So who's this? Action figures are fun. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just got to go right to it. There's a real lot of blue, and then there's it's really changing the skin tones on her face. Especially when you can see them, properly in her hands. You really need to cut this with some white to tone that blue down. That'd be my first critique. I see Michael Myers in the back. But I would really just, as far as lighting goes, I'd really cut that blue with some white and sort of even the blue out. I'm not sure where that motivated lighting is coming from the orange. Camera right. There's some sort of thing there, maybe a lantern or something somewhere. But the lines between the blue and the motivated lighting, the orange, are really, really well defined. They don't feather into each other like motivated lighting do. They don't blend in together very well. There's orange and then there's blue. And so I tried to fix that if you could, and tone it down on her face with some white. Those are the two main things.
All right. Anybody else?
Everything Mike said, I agree with.
Pretty
All
much.
right, we got one more left. Trevor, it's your turn. Can you be here for that one?
He's gone already.
He's out.
He's watching Monty Python.
Yep.
You want to go watch that? Is that what you're saying?
No, I might watch that.
All right. Thank you so much. Action figures are fun because this is where we'll leave off here. This is one of mine. And
Oh, how convenient.
I'm a
How
tip.
convenient.
I mean,
he said
at
he's
least-
got to go. Why is it whenever I show a picture, you're like, and then you all show a picture, like, hold on, let me talk about it. And you don't want to talk about it. Why is it my
Oh
show?
no, we
this
didn't. We
already?
didn't talk about it. I was like,
Listen, Maz, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I hate you. I hate you. Okay,
This is
Now,
great.
This is a dope
I
shot,
did
bro.
this
You
top
got
down
the
just for Trevor, and he's not here.
Well, that's all right. We all love top downs, but this is dope, man. The placement of the aliens, the placement of the egg, which is really nice in the far corner, let you know that there's something out there walking about still. That's awesome. I love the custom rod that you did with the xenomorph head sculpt, and I love that you have little Grub right there in the side, just admiring what Gomez did. You just annihilating this whole plethora of insectoids. And you just it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yes.
Awesome shot. The only thing I would say is that you need to send that figure to me via Amazon Express or UPS Express, FedEx Express. Send that to me right now immediately. Okay? Great shot, bro. Great shot.
I have a critique for you, Maz. I have a critique for you.
Ooh.
Same thing we've been saying all night to everybody else. What's going on with that toe, bruh?
Yep. Yep.
I figure we could suffer that toe, right, Mike? That little bit of toe, we're good with that, right?
Nah, I would have.
Suffer,
No, Mike,
suffer the
don't.
toe. Right
No,
now.
Mike. Get him, Mike. Get him, Mike.
Yeah, other than that, I got nothing else to say. Like, I think this is
Hey,
fantastic.
Don Prime, thank you.
I think that's like a toenail is what I cut off, man. Y'all can.
Hey, toenail, whole foot. What's the difference?
Right.
There's a big difference.
Right. Depends on yeah.
Don Prime with a $5 super chat. Just want to say thank you,
Nice.
Don Prime. Treat yourself.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Maz,
so much.
enjoy your $2.40 you'll get from that.
In like 3 months when I get a certain amount of money that it finally lets me get paid. Yeah.
Well, tell me right or wrong. A cup of coffee is a cup of coffee, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for real.
Coffee is a cup of coffee.
I pick up pennies on
Not
the
if it's
street, though.
Nescafe. Not if it's instant coffee. No, it ain't.
Oh yeah.
You go to Starbucks, you're gonna need like 5 more of those.
Yeah.
Well, I was sad that Trevor's not here for the top down.
It is a cool shot, Maz.
It is a cool
Like,
shot.
for-
man.
It is a really nice shot, dude.
Like I was singing the praises of this shot over Figure Flex Friday this past weekend, and dude, this is an awesome shot. And on top of that, you got a Grail piece that is also overly hyped, but it's still nice. It's still a nice piece. Like I would love to.
He's overly hyped though. I think he's like. I think hype is real because I mean I got this figure and like I just told you earlier, I haven't touched I like my Union Gomez, but I haven't really shot him. This guy, I opened up, started shooting him. I was like, dang, this is cool.
He's a fun factor for real. He's a definite fun factor, but he's a real.
And I like that mask, this mask particularly, not necessarily the other one. I like this one. This one's.
I hear you, but see, here's where I would disagree because Union Gomez is a one-off. There hasn't been a repaint of him. We got a repaint of him within the 6 months.
Yeah.
5 of them.
And the thing is this, it's the third release of the same exact figure. So you got the first one with the mech, then you got the one without the mech. And then
True.
That mech is sweet.
So
Yeah, I gotta go track down that mech now. Thanks, Lou.
Yeah,
That mech, Lou.
that mech version is what almost got me into Mezco. And yeah, man, I'm part of me glad I didn't because that's a rabbit hole I just cannot afford. But everything that comes along with Gomez and Vapor is the other one that I want really bad.
This
There's
is
3
the
Vapors
right here.
Yeah, I mean, I would take any of the Vapors. Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, I'm on the look for him, man. I'm on the.
I already told you to stop showing that one.
Dude,
Oh yeah. You gotta stop showing that one. Don Prime.
no,
is
keep
in
showing. What do you, don't listen. I keep showing it. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Damn, Don.
Designer con, baby.
If they can display the Mona Lisa for hundreds and thousands of years, however long it is, you can show that a few more times.
Hold up. They show Jackson Pollock paintings. Bro, homie just drizzled paint on the freaking canvas. Get out of here, please.
I can't remember the guy's name, but there's a new guy that's out. He's been out for like the last 5-10 years, and he draws like art from kindergarten class. And I'm just like, this is
Jackson Bollocks.
anybody can. Is that it? I was like, my daughter does better than that shit.
Bro,
Like,
I got one better than
quit
that.
laundering money.
Pollock
I
is
used to
great.
work-
Stop.
I used to
Pollock
work
is
at-
great.
Hey guys, Trevor's back. It was his turn.
Trevor.
And this
Well,
is.
I wanna hear one better. I wanna hear one better.
Well, I'm out of time. I gotta go.
Lou,
Look at the
Lou,
time.
I gotta hear
It's
Lou.
8:30.
I gotta hit this real quick.
Before you go, tell him his phone.
Oh, this is very nice.
No,
Man.
no,
I
no.
like this one.
That urinal that some dude who claimed to be an artist found in the trash pail and put it in the museum, say this was art. Now that's bullshit. Okay.
No, that's a Saturday night for a 21-year-old.
All right, guys. All right. Well, with that, then I guess we're gonna wrap it here, and that way,
Very nice,
remember where
Mons.
we're at. So,
Top
is there
down.
anything you
Love
want?
it.
I mean, they're getting on me about this toe being cut, like the toenail.
I didn't say anything
Trevor,
about
get
it.
him.
I didn't say anything about it.
Get him, Trevor.
I couldn't
I
get
would
you
like a
rolling
little
on that,
more
Mike.
air, didn't you? You must have had more air there. You didn't shoot this at 16.9.
Yeah,
You
this
must have had
is
a
you
little
copped
more
this,
air.
right?
He cropped the hell.
I shot it at 50 mil, but my tripod only goes but so high.
Yeah,
I
but you
only
did
mentioned
the
the non-
16, you
have a
did the
non-crop
16 by
version of this,
9
right?
crop though.
It is
right?
cropped. It's got the letterbox on it.
Yeah.
I only mentioned the foot because we mentioned it in everybody else's photo.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's a toenail. We're not really like there's
No,
no
we're
data
trying to
loss
get this-
here. You're not like what is
Oh,
that
yeah?
doing? I don't know.
But you're missing
Hey,
the
for all we know, that toenail, had a
That toenail is off on its own adventure right now, guys, because it's not in the shot.
For all we know, it had the button.
It's
to
off
end
having
this
a
whole
pint,
mission.
man. It just got done dealing some xenomorphs, man. It wants some. It
That
wants some pint.
sounds
Took the
actually
night off.
good. Some booze actually sounds good.
Sound
All right.
batshit crazy.
Well, we ended up there, and like I said, Trevor, I shot this one. I thought of you when I went to shoot it. I was like, I'm gonna pander. So
Pander.
went away.
Trevor, does it ever like cross your mind how many people think about you while they're taking their photos?
What is he wearing right now?
No. Oh, ew,
That's-
ew.
Who's
no, no.
Who's taking photos tonight?
All right, guys, it's been a
Me.
great show. I want to thank Don Prime again for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. He's got 5 orders arriving Saturday from Sideshow. How many droids did you buy, Don? Because I think it's all
Jesus.
droids.
Yeah, really.
It's probably droids. He probably got some other stuff like Padme and anything else related to Star Wars is probably it's on its way.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. What do you guys got coming up? Let's start with Anthony since we started with Justin earlier. Anthony, you got anything going on this week or coming up? that you wanna talk about?
Yeah, we
Haircut?
have a show on Thursdays at 8:00. Figuratively speaking, we just kind of chat with Arson and Jaden and I. We chat and we should have Kill Cutter on this week actually.
Nice.
So
nice.
do some live editing, so looking forward to it.
Hell
Sweet.
yeah, man.
Right
Kill
on.
Cutter, he was here last week and awesome work.
Yeah, awesome.
Can you
Um,
send me the link to that, Anthony? I'll forget to go look it up. If you can,
Yeah,
send me the
absolutely.
link.
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
like to
hopefully he
watch
puts
it.
up like a story like the day of. I mean,
Yeah. Put
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
out there.
it's in my
thank
story,
you.
and it has the figuratively speaking. It's for part of the TPC Discord, which I'm an
Oh,
admin.
okay.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
so we
Nice.
did a show off of that. So.
I can never get my picture up there.
I got my first nomination for not the last one, but the previous one for
The
that.
previous one,
Yeah, I was super excited about that. I didn't place top 10, but whatever. I don't care. I was nominated.
Join the Discord and post in there. You get it. There's a better
You
chance.
have a higher chance in there. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
I
posted my
don't
awesome
use Discord or TikTok. I use Instagram and Facebook because I'm 1,000 years old.
I hear you.
I posted my awesome Galactus versus Kratos shot and nobody batted an eye, man. I was like, the hell with
Dude,
you?
I'm much older than I look.
That was
If you're
in
1,000
Discord.
years old, I'm dead. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Telling you.
I was like, well, you know.
I'm telling you.
All right, Justin, you got anything coming up?
No, I'm lame as fuck. Like for real. I'm just glad when I'm able to take a photo during the week, like, and check it on my chat groups and stuff like that. Other than that, I work a lot at my other, my actual job.
The one you're
Other
not
than
stealing
that,
from, or the one that you are stealing?
I don't steal, man. We have to replace the stuff. I just keep what they want me to throw away.
Gotcha.
But anyway,
I'm not judging.
yeah, I mean, I pretty much work, and then like the rest of the week, I'm doing stuff with my daughter and my wife all the time. Like literally, I watch this show on Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I typically go to a horse barn with my wife and my daughter, and we work over there. And then Thursdays, we take my daughter to dance, and then Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we're big into the whole like church thing, so we do that on Sundays. So it's like I just try to fill in like a couple hours whenever I can get some photos. I used to be a part of a bunch of things, and I just had to walk away from it just because I just don't have the time to do it anymore. But hopefully one day I'll be able to breathe again. That'd be great.
Cool.
Alberto Morales says Raptors weren't that big. Actually, Jurassic Park exaggerated the proportions. I just hear Trevor right now saying, "Well, actually."
What about the Raptors with GMOs?
Yeah, what about them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain that one.
Trevor, you just had Toy Photo Bomb last night, and you get that once a month. What else you got going on before you cut out?
That was a good episode last night. It was long because we had a lot of entries, but that's a good one. Go back and check that out.
What was
And
with your
then,
mic at the very
we-
beginning, man? That was really loud. I was like, dude, you killing me.
I don't know. I had just done I just did Force 5 for
Fox Force 5?
God, no, not Fox Force 5. Hang on a second. Force 5. It's on the. Hang on a second. Stay with me.
I didn't see. I have to.
I don't
I have
know.
to tune into the photo.
I don't know. Go check my stories, but I'll show you. I show you my top 5 Star Wars collectibles. It's called Force 5.
Okay.
With Ken Plume. I forget his channel's name though. So anyway,
All I know is like
I'm on that.
until you got Alberto on, man, your mic was. killing me.
I was on. He does it on Zoom, and he was telling me it was super low. So I like cranked the mic, and then I came on here and like had no idea that it was so high. But yeah, all right, whatever. It happens. Shit happens. The rest of the show just
before you really got
forward
going.
about 2.5 minutes, and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
you'll be good.
It gets fixed. It's just wow, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything going on? Or are you on, Trevor? Sorry.
Yeah, Legion's Lounge on Monday, and
I was gonna say, doesn't Trevor stream like every night? I don't know.
It seems like it.
Yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow night with somebody else, I'm sure, at some point.
Which is why we still get your notifications.
Right. I don't get any of these 1/6 shows though, Lou. I don't know what you can do to help me there, but I still don't get invites to those shows anymore. I don't know what it is. I got over 300 1/6 figures, and nobody cares what my opinion is. So.
Blow your mics off. I don't know if that's intentional.
I mean, unfortunately I don't get 1/6, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pool I don't
have
have into.
Mike,
you're on mute.
About 30.
Lou, what are you're very quiet. Can't hear you.
No, I said I gotta get Trevor on a half show Saturday, but he don't wake up that early on a Saturday morning.
I don't think he cares about turtles.
Dude, Lou, if you do turtle stuff,
man.
that's where dude, I'll dominate in turtle stuff for sure. No questions about it.
On there, man.
I've got 1,600 Ninja Turtle figures, so yeah, I know some shit.
Lou feels threatened right now.
No, I don't feel threatened at all.
No, see, in the turtle group, that's all love. The more we have, it's just the more information we can share. And I've done I've done a stupid amount of hours into research into turtles. I know way too much about it.
I'll tell you this right now. Every turtle fan is in particular turtle fan. Not everyone is a completist or completionist because there's just too many out there. And on top of that,
true.
You can cherry pick what you like and appreciate it from other people's eyes. And like, I appreciate it from afar. I watching you enjoy it, I'm enjoying it too. Because why? We're here. You know what I mean? We're
1,600.
Right
That's
on.
a lot. That's
a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I'm close.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm only missing like 150 from 88 to 96.
Jesus,
that's insane.
Damn.
Mike, what do you got going on?
I've got some dials. I've been inspired by some of these Lord of the Rings. I've been watching, and there's some stuff I want to build, but I've got some modeling that I'm doing. A lot of new stuff on my Patreon for those who haven't been to my Patreon yet, and 3D print or build dioramas or do photography. Well, check it out.
Who are you modeling for? Is it like Michael Kors or something like that?
Yeah. Modeling. Yeah, exactly. No. So I've got that going on, and trying to fit that in between my odd life right now. So it's about it. Modeling and
All right.
painting and printing.
Pablo, Harry, either of you guys got anything?
There's a miniature con that's happening locally by a group called
Wait, the con is
IMOMA.
miniature or the
Huh?
feature miniature?
What's that?
Never mind.
Okay. But yeah, that's happening, and I'm gonna be a part of that. I'm gonna have like a little workshop. I'm gonna, do a little tutorial on how I do photography, basically from beginning to finish. There's also an actual toy photography competition that people can be a part of and win stuff.
But I thought you had to be at the event.
Yes, I think it is happening. It is happening locally. I don't think you have to buy the actual miniature. You can go around and ask people to borrow them. And
Yeah. But you have to be.
It's in Las Vegas, which is where
it is in Las Vegas. It's happening locally here, so maybe it's not for everybody. But if you guys are local, feel free to drop by and check it out.
Then, maybe
I know Euler's workshop is going to be there.
Right, he's going to be there. He's going to showcase a lot of his dios as well. But that's happening this year. We're going to try to go a little bit more, non-local later on. Try to make it a little bit more worldwide and more accessible for more people. But this is how we're starting out this year. So that's happening. Yeah.
I'd like to go to the next one.
Like you should drop by. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You should all come to C2E2.
I've got some relatives in Las Vegas, so
Yeah.
Pablo, anything? I know you got your thing you're doing on Friday nights or something now, or highly
Well,
posable.
I might be again. Well, yeah, I should be on again this Friday because the contest ends or the photos get selected this Friday. So 78 and myself will be on there on Friday.
Cool.
What is that you're doing? I'm sorry.
On Highly Posable, they had a photo contest for about a month or so. They have it on their IG account. Your top figures, and they had several categories, and it ended on the 31st of January, and we're just going through the shots, and then we should be revealing, I think, the winners this coming Friday. If not, it's next Friday.
And why didn't you tell me this? I would have entered. I would have done something.
Nah.
Nah.
It was posted. I shared it.
Fucking dead.
Come on, buddy. We're about to head out here.
And
No.
then just taking more photos as usual. So
Rock on. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here then.
ooh, yeah, I
Mike,
know
look
that.
at
Yeah, that's beautiful
Wow.
it finished my
Look at
diet.
the camera. 1 second, Mike. There you go.
Look at that. Look
Yeah,
at
that's awesome. I've
Oh
been
my
watching
God.
Oh
that.
yeah, Mike. Oh yeah, Mike.
That's cool, man.
Put gray on a
You
piece of
send that to me, too?
styrofoam.
Damn, I didn't realize.
To lock your
There you
door,
go.
Mike.
I got a piece of
That's
styrofoam.
cool.
Pablo, I grabbed that
Oh,
tracksuit.
no.
Oh, see, mine comes
Nice.
in. Mine's coming in a few days. It already cleared through customs, so I should be getting the figure and that tracksuit.
Yeah, it works well.
Wow.
Nice. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here for the night. And you guys have a great night.
Good seeing you, Anthony.
All
Good
right.
seeing you.
We'll see you next
thank
week.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on. It was a blast.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
this was
Thank
great.
you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Real quick, who do we got next week? Pablo, did you look it up already? Or are you gonna-
Next week we have nobody. Not until the 20th.
That's Lost in Translation and
And
Sixers.
League of
Extraordinary
Extraordinary Sixers. Yes. Unless
On the
I can
night.
get, because I haven't heard back from a few other people, but as of what I know right now, we only have someone on the 20th right now.
All right, so nobody next week, just a regular panel.
Yep.
All right, guys. With that, let's get out of here and go eat some pie.
I'm gonna go eat.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away,